Okay, so it still says the finals, but I'm gonna change it and see if
How
this
did
fixes
it
it.
changed on your screen?
Yeah.
That is so weird. It says the finals again. It
You're of treason.
Um.
Don't worry, guys.
Okay, Tristan thinks he's got it.
Okay, thank you, Tristan. I'm sure we're blowing up everybody's phones with the live stream notification.
Yeah, probably.
Okay.
Yeah, probably.
Audio check.
Okay. Audio
See.
check.
Okay, I think we are good.
Woohoo!
Yeah.
Wanna start us off,
And
Chris, introducing everything and all that while we're here today?
yeah, let me look through these comments. Tristan left. Why does it keep coming in the finals? I think I got okay. Okay, great. I'm just keep my phone here. Okay, hello and welcome, guys, to our very much anticipated annual movie year in review stream. I'm Chris, and this is Caleb. I should point the other way.
We are finally here, Chris. This is one of my favorite moments in December is talking about all these movies. I am so excited.
Oh, me too. Me too. It's great, and we just get the lists keep growing, or in some instances shrinking. But we now we've been using Letterboxd, I think, for like what 2 years or so.
2 years. You were the one that got me hooked on this. Like at first, I was a denier of Letterboxd, and now it's like my most used app on my phone.
Yeah, that's right. I started in 2023, and I'm like, how come no one's on this, guys? It's really good. It's really good.
Hmm.
And then for 2024, we finally got Caleb on it, and then it really paid off when we did this stream because it was an easy way to organize all the lists and stuff.
Hmm.
Um,
Yeah, I think the first stream we did of this, it was like maybe 4 or 5 hours long because we were so unorganized.
yes. We've got a bit more refined science this time around. So we will see. It's honestly, the year's been pretty busy. We will have to see how much of these movies details I even remember. So I guess do we
I've
want to
seen
start
a
off with
lot of movies this year.
yeah. I'm practically at the theater like every week.
Mhm.
Oh, I got to turn my volume down. Don't want echo. Do we want to start with the best or the worst? Or yeah, I think we usually
You
start with
know,
one
I
of
would.
those.
Yeah. Let's start off with the worst. I mean, the best. I see like the worst is more entertaining. Plus, the worst looks shorter on your end. So let's go ahead and do the best, and then we can go off and do the worst.
Yeah. Okay. Alrighty. Best of 2025, and for once, guys, we actually have the list that's the exact same amount of movies. So,
Woohoo!
who'd have guessed? Alrighty. Let's go. We'll start off with bottom of Caleb's. So this is Caleb's worst best movie, as it appears on his
Yes.
list. This is a
The
2024 movie,
wrong-
Caleb.
Okay, let me explain. It had a like it was released December 31st in a very very limited release, and then it came out in full theatrical release in like March of 2025. So it is technically a 2025 movie.
Okay. Yeah, I hate those are always tricky. They're technically 2024, but functionally they're a 2025 film.
Yeah. Ah man, what a phenomenal movie this is. So this is based off the Stephen King short story of the same name, Life of Chuck. And this is such a powerhouse of emotions for anybody that is huge with like being inspired by like a dream they wanted to accomplish ever since they were younger. This film is kind of told in a backwards story where it's the story of like this guy named Chuck when he's like on his deathbed, and when the film goes backwards to when he was a kid, and you're kind of like seeing how he accomplished his dreams and where his dreams came from and how his family like led him into the life that he's living now. It's such a beautiful powerhouse movie with one of the best like musical moments in any film I've seen this year. It's not even a musical. It's just one scene with like I can't even think of the actor's name. Loki, Tom Hiddleston. Yeah, Tom Hiddleston. He does this one thing in the movie where it's a really great choreography dance, and it's just amazing in the film. It's
Is that what this
beautiful.
poster scene is here?
Yeah. That's what this poster scene is here. It's a very well done like 5 minute dance sequence with a really cool drum beat in the background. It's very very good.
Yeah, it looks. I would have guessed it was a musical if I'd known nothing about it, based on his pose that he's strutting here. I didn't. I don't even think I've even heard of this. Did this have like a very limited release? There's not a lot of people talking about it, or when did this come out?
Yeah, like I said, like it had like that very limited release and got like a much wider release. Not many people talked about it. It was one of those movies that once people saw it, like they kept on raving about how good it was, but it just didn't do that well in the box office.
Okay, yeah. So majority of people rated it 4 stars. Did it come out in the beginning of the year?
I want to say it came out like in March, I think.
March. Okay, about a quarter into the year. Okay.
Yeah, and this is like one of the movies this year that got me like really emotional. Like the very end of this film is just so like, ooh, it's beautiful. And Mark Hamill's in the film too, and he's great. Like, ooh, so good.
Okay, interesting film. Something. It seems like a film a lot of people are sleeping on or have slept on. Yeah, I didn't. Wow. Alrighty, that is Life of Chuck. That is Caleb's number 10 pick.
My number 10.
My number 10 is
Explain this one.
one I saw relatively recently. So this film, I'm also kind of a sucker for like the teenage drama sort of films, which is pretty much what this is. So it is basically this these two couples, and Dave Franco is in it, and him and the other protagonist they click really well, and it feels like they should be together, but they're with different people. But then the woman has an accidental pregnancy with her daughter, who is played by McKenna Grace much later. And years go by, but I mean, they don't act on it, and then out of nowhere, their partners are killed in a car accident, and it's strongly believed that were having an affair. So whole world's thrown upside down there. So lots of deep drama. What I liked about it is that they went at it from multiple angles. It would have been real easy to just follow the kid or just follow the Dave Franco and this other woman whose name escapes me. But you can see kind of how it impacts her as like a teenager, and them as also two wholesale individuals. And it brings in her boyfriend, who you can also kind of relate to and fight for, because he's like, I'm a person too. It was a movie, but if you were in the situation, you'd be like, this isn't a movie that you're the main character of. I'm a whole person too, and she sort of kind of acts like it's a movie. Everything's about her. So she has to learn some lessons. Everybody has to learn some lessons. Did I leave a review for it? Yeah.
It looks like you're the only one that I'm seeing that has left a good review for this.
I thought it has majority. Okay. Average. Yeah, 2.5. It's about, people think it's decent.
Yeah, I saw the trailer for this, and it did not interest me in the slightest. It did not look that good from what I saw, but maybe I'll take your word for it. Maybe this is pretty good.
Yeah, it's pretty good. I think it's pretty similar to the film that came out a while back. It was with Haley Steinfeld. Did you ever see The Edge of 17?
Yes, I did see that one.
Yeah, that one was really, really good, and that one is better than this one. That one's a lot deeper. But this one kind of plays to a lot of those same notes with like tragedy and especially at a young age, and lessons learned, and even people who you would think might be done learning things about themselves suddenly find themselves not quite so done. So yeah, that's what attracts me to these films like this.
All right, very cool.
Yeah, I don't think a lot of people saw it, but yeah, that was my number 10 pick. And then number 9, Mickey 17. This was a good one.
Mickey 17, the Bong Joon-ho film. This was very, very good. Looking back on it, parts of it don't really hold up too well, and I'll get to that in a second, but I'm a sucker for like anything with a like sci-fi twist to it, and the whole plot lines of using Mickey as like a expendable, like reprinting him over and over and over again, just to like use him as like a crash test dummy to like figure out if this planet is like inhabitable or not, that people on Earth are moving to. That whole aspect there, I think, is really cool. I love like anything like with a cool sci-fi twist, and that was what really hooked me up with this film. It's got really good themes of politics in there, and how the upper class kind of use like the regular working people as just cannon fodder, just expendable, just anything to help them make a quick buck. The only thing that makes this film not hold up too well is this film was really banking on Trump losing the the most recent election, because they make fun of Trump like a ton in this film, and you could tell the director was really thinking that he was going to lose the election, but obviously that never happened, and so a lot of jokes in here don't land because of that.
Huh. Yeah, probably should have waited a little bit before he finished that part of the script.
Yeah, there are a few jokes in there where I was like, I mean, it's a funny joke, but at the same time, it's like, man, I wish I could laugh at that because of the reality of what we're living in right now. But that's the only thing that kind of holds this film back from like really, I would say, standing the test of time with other Bong Joon-ho films like Snowpiercer or Parasite. But this was just a really fun sci-fi film, especially with Robert Pattinson's performance of him playing multiple people in the film. He does a stellar job in this.
Yeah, he's an amazing actor, and like you said, I mean, it's always cool to see like concept that doesn't exist in the world right now inserted into film. How would society and business and upper class people handle said concept? In this case, reprinting over and over again, and with the added not Wikipedia, with the added excitement of going to a new planet and stuff, and it'll keep you engaged because just out of sheer curiosity is what I thought. How is he gonna tackle this situation? How does the reprinting work for that situation? But yeah, it's a great
Mark
performance.
Ruffalo does a really good job in the film too. So it does Toni Collette. She's hilarious in the film. All the casting is just stellar in this film.
Yes, very good. I see what you did here. Another certified Bong hit.
Absolutely.
Incredible. Yeah, if it wasn't too on the nose with Ruffalo. Yeah, that's fair. Okay. That was Caleb's 9.
Number 9, Mickey 17.
That was okay. It was number 9, the best film of the year. Mine, I don't remember putting this here. Maybe I did. Maybe I was running late out of stuff to put. But I did enjoy it. I think it's far superior to the original. Because I don't know if we talked about Wicked at all last year, but it was just
Wicked was
too
on
long.
my short list. Yeah, it was way, way too long. Like 2.5 hours. I was like, oh my god, kill me.
And I especially don't like films that are majority exposition to set up a sequel. But, and yeah, too long, too many frivolous songs in the first one. This one, they're done with all that, so we can they cut right to the point with a lot of it. Pretty much, right on track with everything. There's not a lot of like filler or fluff time to be had because did you see it?
So I have not seen this, and the reason why is because I enjoyed the first Wicked, but everyone says that the second half of the musical is the worst part of the musical. So that's when I was like, then I'm not really gonna be interested in seeing this one. If I just thought the first half was okay, but I'm probably not gonna enjoy this one.
Okay, I got you. And that I can maybe see that being true. So I saw the musical back in like 2017. I honestly don't remember much of it. But what surprised me in this one, and what I really, really liked about it, is I don't remember if they changed. So I suspect that they changed something in the film that they didn't do in the musical. And that is, I fully expected the plot of this film to stop right when The Wizard of Oz starts. But it doesn't. It goes through, the plot of this movie happens through the entire movie of The Wizard of Oz. Of course, they don't show, The Wizard of Oz alongside it. But you do see, like, characters and cameos and spots of different scenes throughout the film just from Elphaba's eyes, of course, and not through Dorothy's. And they're very clever, like, not just really show Dorothy's face, which I thought was a good call. They didn't AI her or anything.
Thank God. Oh my goodness.
But and I think it adds a whole nother layer to that original story, because you actually kind of see the origin to the Tin Man and the Scarecrow and the Cowardly Lion, which I thought was really cool.
How were the performances? Were the performances still pretty good?
Yeah, solid performances. Ariana Grande, of course. I was never a big fan of Cynthia cast as Elphaba, but I mean, I have nothing to complain about. What was it? There were a lot of jokes online about how. Why am I blanking on her name? Michelle Yeoh.
Yeah, Michelle Yeoh. Her singing.
About how she doesn't sing. Because did she not? I thought she didn't sing at all in the first one, right?
She sang for like one song in the first movie, but it was only like for a couple lines, not a full song though.
That's right. Yeah, she pretty much does the same thing here, just a couple of lines.
I see.
But not everybody can be an amazing singer. But she does a decent job. But I think, this was a lot less nonsense happening, to the point, and adds a lot of layers to such an old and fond story. More focus, less meandering.
How was Jeff Goldblum? Was he still pretty good?
He's incredible.
He was my favorite part of the first movie.
Yes, he's always incredible. Who is Fierro? Oh, okay. Let me look this up so I can. There must have been one part that I didn't jive with. Fierro. Wicked. Yes. Oh my gosh. Okay, that's right. I remember now. So at some point, like Elphaba gets like trapped or whatever, And
Mm-hmm.
um, I'm losing it now. It was like he has to come in and save her after Alphabet. He has to come in and save her because she gets surrounded by guards. And he like sacrifices himself. And he's like, "Go on, get out of here, Alphaba." And she hops on her broom and flies away. And I'm like, "Why didn't you hop on the broom with her and fly away, dog? Now you got captured." Yeah, that was really the part. And then, yes, and then at the end, she fakes her death. And
The
then
Wicked Witch.
yes, Elphaba fakes her death, and okay, and then so earlier, like all the animals, you remember the animals were persecuted in the first one. They retreat to this area called like Beyond Oz, and it's just like this big depressing desert where nothing is there, nothing's really known about it. And so she fakes her death and goes. Elphaba fakes her death and goes to be this area with her lover, and it's like, I don't know why we had to fake the death, because like Jeff Goldblum's out and like all the bad people, it resolves happy.
Yeah.
But I don't know why we need to like sneak around.
Yeah, you need to stay in a desert.
Yeah, not only like it's not even like you're leaving to go in like a remote location, just have a small town life. Like this looks like a really bad area to hang around. So
The animals are dying. There's no food here.
yeah, I was like, I don't know what you're gonna do. Yeah, they went to the lifeless land beyond Oz. I don't know why they decided to do that. But yeah, I guess those were my only gripes with it. But yeah, I relatively enjoyed it.
All right.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm gonna watch it eventually. I think it's on streaming now. I just didn't have time to like really go out and see it in theaters.
Yeah, it'll probably come to Peacock at some point. But yeah, that was my number 8 or number 9. Your number 8, Weapons. I heard a lot about this film. I don't like scary films, but so I didn't see it. But I do like her. What's her face?
Yeah, she's great in the film.
Judy Gardner or something like that. Julia Gardner.
Yeah, I loved this movie because it was nothing like how I thought it was going to be. The premise alone is what sold me on it. So it had like all this like really cool marketing for the film before it even came out. The main premise for the film is at 2:17 a.m. All these kids from this one classroom just all wake up at the same time and walk out of their houses and just vanish. All kids from one classroom. And that premise alone of like this eeriness of this like mystical thing happening to like this one classroom was already like the big hook for me. But when the mystery like unfolds what's really going on, it is so satisfying what happens in the film. It's surprisingly really funny too. It's able to balance in a lot of comedic moments with the horror in the film. I saw this in a packed theater, and for those who have seen this film and know how it ends, the ending is one of the most satisfying endings of any film this year. And my whole theater was just cheering and applauding. It was so cool.
I got you. Would you say it's on par? I'm trying to gauge like how demented it is. Was it more like as scary like It, which I thought was scary, but I could handle it, or is it more like Hereditary?
It is a great comparison. It's got some scares, but it's more the mystery of the whole thing, like how there was like the mystery of like Pennywise. The whole mystery of what happens to these kids is the main driving force, not really the scares.
Okay, I got you. All right, I might take a look at it.
It's phenomenal. Josh Brolin is in the film, and he gives one of my favorite performances of the year. Benedict Wong, who you might know as from like the Doctor Strange movies. He's great
Wong?
in the film. I think that's his name, Benedict.
But if you said he's from the Marvel film, does he play the Wong character in Marvel?
Yeah, that's him. Yeah, that's him.
Okay, I got you.
Yeah.
And his name is also Wong. That's funny.
Yeah, he has like not too much screen time, but any moment that he's in the film, is just really, really good. He has like one particular moment um, involving like something that involves like his eyes that's like really creepy, and oh, it's such a great film.
Huh.
Yeah, the thing that's gonna make it or break it for people is the ending, because some might find it maybe a bit too silly, or maybe a bit too jumping the shark, I could say. But the writing in this film was great. The story structure. Oh, that's the other thing too, is the structure of the film. So it's told in chapters. So we get the story perspective of one person for about 20, 25 minutes, and we get a perspective of the story through another character. And you're like puzzle piecing the story together along with the characters, which elevates the storytelling, in my opinion, of the film, making this whole like mystery um, a lot more entertaining to solve while the film's going on.
Alrighty. So I guess I'll probably check this one out then. Yeah, I've really heard nothing but good stuff to say about it.
It's so good. Oh, it probably was my like most anticipated film of the year, and it almost met like all my expectations. I just loved it so much.
That's cool. If nothing else, I'll see it for Julia Garner.
Yeah.
Alrighty, there was his number 8. My number 8, Predator Badlands. Did you get out to see this one?
I did not, because sorry, I have not seen any of the Predator movies. I haven't seen
Oh,
any of them.
wow. That is pretty
I know
shocking.
I know the memes. I know, get to the chopper and I'm here, kill me now. I know all those memes, but I haven't seen any Predator movies.
Yes. Well, the meme that surprised me from the Predator movies was the hands clasping.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I was like, no shot. It's from this random film from the 80s.
Hmm.
But yeah, okay. There's definitely a mixed bag of Predator movies. I won't lie.
Hmm.
In fact, I think I have 2 Predator movies on my best list this year. But then, of course, you have like the Keegan Michael Key one that was not great.
Yeah, I heard that one was really bad.
Yeah. But then they had the one
I
that
hear
released on
Prey is
Hulu.
fantastic. I
That
hear
one's
that one
pretty
is
good.
so good.
It was good. That one's good. They had an animated Predator movie that released this year. That one's really good. And this one is really awesome. So the the main pretty much the main setting for every Predator movie is that a predator comes to Earth and hunts humans. You know, I guess excluding the Aliens vs Predators movie, in which case they have to hunt the aliens. But they usually come to Earth. This one of the best things about it is that there's not a single human in it. It takes place completely in the world of the Predator and its surrounding universes.
Hmm.
So yeah, it's basically this one Predator who's like the runt of his clan, and he goes to another planet to hunt. Every person has to do a hunt and come back with their kill or don't come back at all type thing. So he's trying to prove himself. So he wants to hunt the biggest, baddest thing he can find. So that's what the movie is. And then it gets an extra brownie points for me because it weaves in the Aliens universe. Because
Yeah. Because the android's Weyland Yutani, right?
yeah, they're Weyland Yutani.
Okay.
No xenomorph, but it's now like canon that they're in the same universe, which is really cool. And it's just a big, expansive, world about all of the different creatures that because the planet is like one of the toughest planets to fight through. It's a little bit, I guess, like After Earth in a way where he has to learn the planet and fight through it. But a much better payoff,
Yeah.
I will say.
I do love Ella Fanning. I might just see it just for her.
Yeah, Elle Fanning is surprised me with, honestly, because I saw her and I was like, please don't. Like the way there's no way she can pull off the way she needs to what she needs to pull off to play the role. But I was surprised. I vastly underestimated her acting abilities. She does have moments, and one of the drawbacks to the film is that for whatever reason, like it tries to sprinkle in humor and a few goofy things, and she's usually at the crux of it. So I think they're just doing that for like mass audience appeal to some extent.
Yeah, because it's not rated R, right? It's PG-13.
Yeah, it's PG-13. Because they do everything they're supposed to do right, they do right, but then it feels like somebody came in after and was like, we need more than just, Predator fans to come in and buy a ticket for this. So they're like, fine, we'll add a couple goofy jokes or a cute animal that appears or whatever. But yeah, I think it would have been much better if it was R and just was solely made for Predator fans. But mostly like really, really cool. When I went in to see this, I was fully expecting another like Predator Comes to Earth or something like that. I hadn't even seen the trailer for it. So I'm like, okay. And then it starts and it's completely on. And it's so authentic. It starts and you're on the Predator's planet. And they're talking in their native language. And it's subtitled. So it feels like you're really, really in the world. So I think as far as world building is concerned and the action scenes were good. There's just a few goofy moments or moments that maybe weren't thought out entirely too well, but I think it was cool enough, and I like to see them going in this direction where we explore their universe rather than having them explore ours. So yeah, got average 4 stars.
Very nice.
Cool.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna have a sit down one day where I just watch most of the good Predator movies, because that's been on my bucket list of movies to watch.
Yeah, I think it's like 1 and 2. I haven't even seen 2, but I think it's like 1 and 2, and then Prey, and then this one, and then the animated one. So they're getting a pretty good collection of really good ones. I've seen the first Alien vs Predator. It's nothing great, but it's cool action.
I've seen those actually. I've seen those movies, and I know they're schlock, but they're fun schlock.
Exactly. I never even heard of this one. 2010 Predators.
Adrian Brody, what the hell?
Yeah, average 3 stars. Okay. Maybe I'll see that one too, just to see if it's good or bad. Okay. We got another one for the list. But yes, that was my number 8.
Very cool.
And then now we're on number 7. Rental Family. I think I've seen trailers for this, but the name made me feel like it sounded pretty generic.
Oh, this is another right in the feels kind of movie. Brendan Fraser is back at it once again with another phenomenal performance. The premise around this one is that he is kind of a washed up actor living in Japan. And he gets this gig where it's this company where they hire people to act as family members for those that are needing like some love in their life. So, for example, someone might not have a dad in their life, so they'll hire an actor to like play catch with somebody or play video games with somebody, give them like, a good dad pep talk, stuff like that. And the film doesn't like treat this whole thing in a good way, because it like explains how this is kind of creepy, how this whole company is like pretty much just mooching off others' feelings and taking advantage of other people out of money, because they're desperate for love and attention. And that's where Brendan Fraser comes in, where he needs to be a fake dad for somebody. For this little girl who doesn't have a father, and they quickly form a good bond together. And this girl, thinks that Brendan Fraser is her actual father, but unfortunately, he's like, well, shoot, I'm not her real dad, and she's getting a bit too attached to me. But I'm really liking her and like being this parental figure for her. It's just a very beautifully done film, and the final shot in this film is just so just like right in the feels, like make you feel good kind of movie. It was just a beautiful film. And the reason why it really touched me in some ways is even though the film is about someone who doesn't have a dad, me being someone with, divorced parents, and, that was kind of like, this thing no one else I knew had to like go through.
Hmm.
This film touched me in a way that like no film has touched me in like years, like right in the feels of like, oh wow, I'm like feeling seen through this film. Just beautifully acted, beautifully written, just beautiful.
I got you. Yeah, I think it was. I might, I might literally have just judged the book by its cover on this because I think nearly the sole
Mm.
reason I didn't see it was because the name made it feel like it was just a generic film. Like you think you can just put family in the name and I'll go see it and
Yeah.
cry. Like that's not happening.
Hmm.
Because didn't Mark Wahlberg I think had one a few years back called like Instant Family or something?
Oh yeah, where he
Um,
was like a stepdad or something, or like
yeah, I was like, how
something like
many of
that.
these stories can we really tell? um,
Yeah,
but it sounds like there's a bit
I
more thought
mainly
behind this one.
yeah I mainly saw it for Brendan Fraser because he's one of my favorite actors. I love anything that he's in. But I left this film like really surprised at like how beautiful it was. I recommended this to my film Anthony, and he was like, "Yeah, that might be one of my favorite films of the year. I love that film." So people are really liking it.
Okay, I will probably see this too. Is this streaming
I
yet?
don't think it's streaming yet. I think it's actually still in theaters. It just came out like a couple weeks ago.
Oh, a couple weeks ago. Okay. Um, yeah, doesn't look like it is streaming it yet. Okay. Well, I might just catch it in the theaters then on a discount day.
Yeah,
Um,
really great movie. Ooh, loved it.
cool. That was Caleb's number 7.
7.
Um, okay, my number 7.
Hmm. I've never seen Downton Abbey, so please enlighten me.
Well, that's the thing, Caleb, is I have also not seen Downton
What
Abbey.
the fuck?
Now,
This is
listen,
the grand finale, Chris. What do you mean?
I know. But my girlfriend loves Downton Abbey, and my mom loves Downton Abbey, and my grandmother loves Downton Abbey, and my dad loves Downton Abbey. So, um, my girlfriend basically orchestrated a whole thing where, and my girlfriend's family also loves Downton Abbey. So she basically orchestrated this thing where both of our families go see this movie together. So, so she showed me a couple episodes to get me started on it. But, and I'm not sure. I think British people actually do make the show. Yeah, I think it really is an over this foreign film, if you will. But I guess maybe they do stuff differently, but it really like gets right to it. There's very little nonsense in it. And I think it's like a 6-season show or something. It's been gone on a long time. And I think it's been off the air for quite some time too. But I mean, just watching the pilot episode, you can tell, a lot of the characters are very very well written, and they have there's like a million people working in that house, and they all have their own stories to tell, their own personalities. They're not just background characters because they wash dishes or whatever.
Mhm.
But and the film pretty much keeps the same way of storytelling because they weave in so many different subplots. It's hard to say like, oh, I'm bored of them drinking tea. You've got one issue, you've got another issue, you've got this person has drama, that person has drama. So yeah, lots of subplots that I think are pretty neatly managed. But the only thing I remember from the film that I wasn't a fan of is there wasn't a whole lot of like adversity from other folks, because one of the big issues is the head of the house has to deal with the fact that he's getting old, and he has to pass the reins to his daughter, and he doesn't exactly want to. He's got to deal with should he retire, but that's a lot of like internal conflict. but they have there's some external conflict, but it's dealt with pretty quick, and it's dealt with in like the dude's confronted in one scene, and then he's like never seen again after he's been in like a whole third of the film. So I'm like, that was a little too quick for me. But other than that,
have you watched more of the show after watching this?
I've watched a few episodes. They are hour long, but I think I've on like episode 3 or 4. But yeah, it is pretty interesting.
What did your girlfriend and family think of the film, seeing how they're fans of the show?
They absolutely loved it. They were all crying around me. I'm like, at the end of the film, I'm like, what's happening? Which it undoubtedly, I mean, even if I liked it this much, I've barely seen the film. If you've grown with these characters and watched the TV show for a long time, it's got to hit that much harder. I can only imagine. They absolutely loved it, and I mean, I can see why. So yeah, if you like British period pieces, or maybe even if you don't, this one will be pretty good. It looks like average 3.5. Most people rated it 4. But yeah, pretty good. That was my number 7. I'm gonna forget what number we're on every time. That was my number 7.
Number 7.
Okay, and now to the film that's probably gonna be the next hour of our discussion. Caleb's number 6 pick. Superman 2025, James Gunn's first edition to the DCU.
I'm a punk rocker, yes I am. This film is the real punk rock. Oh, I loved this film so much. I am an absolute hater of like the most recent DC films besides the Batman. Like all the Zack Snyder films, I just hate those films. And this one feels like we finally got a Superman film that gets the character right. After all these years, this is just the comic books put directly on the screen. The way how The Dark Knight was like the pinnacle of Batman films, this is the pinnacle of Superman films, in my opinion. It's lighthearted. It's got some darker tones in there, here and there, with Clark and his parents. Probably the best Lex Luthor we've ever had in cinema. Like
we've only had one other, I think.
well, tell you what, this is the best one. This is the best one.
Or 2, I guess, but yeah.
Just absolutely groundbreaking in every single way. The music is, it's so good. Because I'm a punk rocker. Yes,
that's his whole take.
Yes. I loved this movie. And I know you're lukewarm on it, and I would like to hear your opinions on it. I've seen this film like 4 times this year already. Like, so good.
Okay. I was skeptical going in. I was not thrilled I've been hearing chatter about how James Gunn's going to take the DCU. I wasn't thrilled, but was going to give him the benefit of the doubt. But actually, I was delightfully surprised with like the first 20 or 30 minutes. When Lois and Superman were having that like interview / argument / discussion in her apartment.
So good.
That was like the best part of the entire film, in my opinion. That was great, and I wanted more of that. But did I leave a review for this? As it went on, I definitely left a review for this.
Go to show your activity up.
Activity for friends.
It should be under like the 3 stars you gave it. I think like under show your activity.
There it is.
There
okay. It is. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So Rachel Brosnahan, best Lois Lane I've ever seen, hands
Absolutely.
down.
Yes.
She was fantastic. And yeah, I like that they're in the early stages of relationship. I like that we didn't rehash Superman's origin story for the billionth time.
Mm-hmm. Paul and Maud Kent were perfect in the film. Yeah,
they were well cast. Let's see. Yeah, very little of that is shown again. Yeah, so good performance from Nick as Lex. Okay. So the Lex, I think, is one of my biggest problems with the film is that he's so incredibly goofy, and I could not take him seriously. He they did not give him anything like. I think he's better cast than Jesse Eisenberg as Lex, but Jesse Eisenberg, I think, has is more believable based on like the material and his character as like evil. He seems much more sinister and evil than Lex, who's just is like, yeah, I'm a hater and I'm gonna scream really loud. Mwahaha.
It's just so. That's what I love about this, though, is that the thing is, in all the comics, Lex Luthor is just a born hater. He hates Superman, and this one gets that so right. When he's literally like, my destiny and reason I'm here on this earth is to beat you. That is Lex Luthor right there. I think maybe in the future films they'll make him a bit more conniving and maybe a bit more methodical with his plans and ways to stop Superman. But just as like a early version of Lex Luthor, seeing how he's kind of early on in Superman's life, I feel like it's just perfectly done. I feel like everything about his character is just so just solidified by him just being destined to hate Superman.
He is a hater. I'm just a fan. I prefer like real evil. I hate camp in superhero films. And I thought it was gonna be
movies. What do you mean?
Okay, but like the art, what's really impressive is when you can take that and make it into like something serious, like what I thought was happening in the beginning, where they have like there's real emotions being talked about and dealt with between Lois and Clark. You know, if we had more of that, you know, it would have been fantastic. But Lex, he's the main villain. Yeah, he's a cartoon villain, and he's got some kind of gadget that he would just pull out, or some invention, some goofy invention. What was it? He has like a bunch of some animals in the Lexverse or whatever that are posting comments about superhero.
Like, that's awesome.
That was so dumb. I'm like, how? Like, I don't think Jesse Eisenberg's Lex was like a super high bar to set, but like if you compare the two in this regard, like one is like knows Superman and is trying to push his buttons in like on an emotional deep level. The other one just hires army of monkeys to type mean comments. I'm like, I'm much less interested in the latter.
I can understand your arguments. My main rebuttal to that is that people have been complaining about how the most recent like Zack Snyder films were just way too dark, way too serious. The tones were all over the place. We needed a fun, campy Superman movie. We haven't had that in God knows how long, and this was just a breath of fresh air. Everything needs to be dark and serious nowadays. It's so refreshing to get something that's just fun.
You can watch any. I would say you can watch like any Marvel movie if you want just fun, flashy, fun pop color, you know, fights and superhero. I would have expected more, especially from James Gunn, to be able to deliver a bit more. I mean, yeah, maybe the tones in like the Zack Snyder Man of Steel, you know, maybe they're a little too much dark in some areas, but I think where the superhero films are pretty oversaturated with like, come out and bring your whole family in a bucket of popcorn and we'll show you a cool, fun flick. So I was really looking for something much more narrative based than what we ended up getting. And I mean, it was reflected also in the script. He says very clearly, people say exactly what they mean. And there was that one part in the Lexverse. I'm just going to call it the Lexverse because I don't remember what it was. But there was that one part where he like has a guard watching Clark and the other dude can morph into kryptonite. And then Superman convinces the dude to like demorph or whatever. That's right. He's holding the dude's baby hostage. So the dude demorphs,
Right, yeah.
and it's like, does the guard with the gun to the baby's head not see that he demorphed and he's letting Superman escape? He just doesn't do anything about it. Bothered me.
So I will say the only part I do not like in that film is the scene where they're escaping out of the Lexverse with like the CGI baby and all that stuff. That was the only part of the film I did not like because it was like way too much CGI in your face. I could barely tell what was like really going on the screen. That whole part wasn't really for me per se, but everything else I thought was just perfect, like in every way. Loved it.
And then the end of how it wraps up just basically like tied it all up in a bow for me on how much I'm not a fan of the camp, because he how it ends is like Crypto. I hate Crypto.
Fuck you.
He's so
Fuck
goofy.
you. Crypto is the GOAT. I love Crypto.
He epitomizes how goofy the film is. And not only that, but the way they win is Crypto goes bark, 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 woof, 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 and throws Lex around. And then Clark gives like the most cliche speech ever about how I'm not just Kryptonian, I'm human too. We're all human. Everybody makes mistakes. I'm like, please,
that scene
dog.
is beautiful because it perfectly shows Superman is one of us. Even though he's from a different planet, he's still like every other person. A new punk rock, Chris. The new punk rock.
Yes, I mean, I think that's a fine lesson. I think his speech should have just been written a little, I don't know, less out of a Hallmark card. But
Chris, the number 10 movie of the year is a Hallmark movie, pretty much.
how dare you? If Hallmark movies started killing people off, I'd start watching them. The setting was cool though. Like, I liked the geopolitical conflict. So there was a lot of like
cool.
base here for what could have been a really good non-campy film. Like the geopolitics, a little bit hearkening to like Israel-Palestine, I thought.
I was I fully agree. I said that in my review that I put on my channel. Like, I was so surprised at like how much of a parallel there was between that whole conflict. And of course, James Gunn had to go out and say, no, it's not really about that, but we all know it's about that, James. We all know what you're trying to say here.
Exactly. Yeah, there are some. I hate slapstick. Is my least favorite form of humor. There were slapstick moments. There, and then I don't know if you noticed, the Kryptonian language just sounded like Italian to me. I thought that was funny. Neither here nor there, but funny.
Honestly, I was a bit too distracted with what's his name? Who's playing his dad? Bradley Cooper. That's who that was. I was like,
Yes,
it's
that's
Bradley
right.
Cooper.
Yeah, it was Bradley Cooper. Yeah. So now he's got to come back every time there's a flashback, Mr. Cooper.
Yep. Get that money.
Yeah, and then even some of the things they fight like this big teddy bear or something. That felt goofy. It was like this big baby that they're fighting. That's stomping on the city.
It was a giant monster that was there to mainly just distract.
Yeah, I'm like, man,
It's cool.
Is this what we've devolved
Justice
to?
League comes in. You cannot tell me that Guy Gardner is like the best Green Lantern we've ever had. Like,
he's
in
good.
cinema.
The Justice Gang group or whatever they're called, they were cool.
Yeah.
I liked them. Just the
Girl
stuff
was
they had to
awesome.
fight. Oh yeah, I love Isabella Merced in anything. She's awesome.
Love her.
Yes, we do. But yeah, there are not a lot of moments where I was like, this is really cool what I'm seeing, at least visually. Yeah, felt too much like a cartoon, but yeah, I'm concerned. I don't know if James Gunn's doing Supergirl or not.
He's not directing, but it does have his kind of fingerprints all over it, though. Like, I get the James Gunn vibe from the trailer that I saw.
Mm-hmm. Okay. We will have to see how that one plays out. I do like Millie Alcock as Supergirl. She's a great actor.
Yeah, that was cool.
I also
So
hate
we
the
shall
punk rocker
see.
song. I think it's so
What?
cringe. I think the song in
It's-
general is cringe, outside of whether it's in Superman or not.
I tell you what, dude, that was my wake-up alarm, like, for a week after I saw that film. I woke up and I was like, I am a punk rocker.
No. Oh my gosh. Yeah. So yeah, we will see how it continues in the future. That was Caleb's number 6.
Number 6.
And then my number 6, we're back to the Predator universe. This was an animated film that released this year, Predator: Killer of Killers. And I believe so. Yeah, this is a really cool one where it's told in 3 separate stories that all combine at the end. And it's basically predators being sent to Earth at different times in history. As it says, like during World War II, feudal Japan, and then one other one, I think it was like Viking time. I don't remember exactly when that was. I'm not good at history, nobody clown me. But basically those 3 times. And it basically shows each of these characters and how they have to deal with the predator. And they all end up, I believe, killing the predators that were sent. And so they all get, you find out at the end, the 4th act is all 3 of them get woken up. They're all from different timelines, but they were captured and like frozen or something. And now all 3 of them are woken up at the same time. And they have to fight each other to the death, and the winner fights the leader of the predator clan. So what did I say? Yeah. Yeah, it was only like 90 minutes, but
Oh, it's a short movie. Wow.
it's pretty short, but it felt good. Yeah, 3 short stories, pretty interesting. Good action. And yeah, basically because each of the characters is also going through something.
Netflix, right? Isn't this?
I think it's a
Netflix movie?
Hulu one.
Oh, Hulu. Okay.
Yeah, I think Hulu has it. But I was shocked. It is really good. Yeah, Hulu or Disney Plus. I don't know if they've merged yet, but
My brother, he watched this one and he said that it was like really good. He really liked this one quite a bit.
yeah, I would definitely recommend it in your watch of the good Predator.
The good ones, yeah.
Yeah, it's another solid addition and just a fun little short. Like it's not like it's gonna play into other movies or anything. It's just it's a good standalone. I would say good standalone.
Very cool.
Yeah, average 4 stars. That was my number 6.
You got the number right this time.
Yes, I did. We're learning.
All right.
Oh, that's
The
cool.
rest
I
of
can say I've watched 40% of your list.
cool.
That's cool. I like that addition. Your number
The
5
next
is
5 movies
Naked
are-
Gun. Oh,
Yep,
yeah.
the next 5 movies on my list are all 5 stars, in my opinion.
Wow.
Oh.
This is one I really wanted to see so bad, but I missed the theatrical debut. It was out of theaters by the time I could see it. So,
Talk about the sleeper hit of the year. This is, in my opinion, one of the best comedies like this decade. Probably the best comedy this decade. If you are a fan of like the original Naked Gun films or any of the Leslie Nielsen films like Airplane or any of those, this fits in that genre perfectly. It respects the source material. I was skeptical about Liam Neeson being the new Frank Drebin, but he does it perfectly. He's like, see, the thing is with Liam Neeson, he has been in like all these like very campy, run-of-the-mill action films for probably like the best part of a decade of his recent career, and this kind of makes fun of that by being like this, in a way, generic action film, but filled with so many comedic moments. Like every single like second, there is a new joke that you either miss because the movie's going by so fast with how many jokes it throws at you, or like you're just dying laughing by like one joke, but you miss like the five next jokes. Like this film is perfect on rewatches because the film just keeps on throwing joke after joke, and I'd say 90% of the jokes land perfectly in this film. One of the funniest films of the decade. I showed this to Harrison and Gabriel after our camping trip, and they loved it. They absolutely loved this film.
I really wanted to see it. Did you see the original Naked Guns? I'm curious, does it like hold up?
Yes. So I rewatched the first original one. I didn't watch the sequels right before I saw this, and I'm so glad I did because this felt like a beautiful continuation of those movies. It was just probably one of the best like legacy sequels I've ever seen. Just beautiful, respects the source material, and just so damn funny. Like there's one joke in the film involving a snowman that had me laughing so hard that I missed like probably like 10 consecutive jokes because this one certain joke was so damn funny. I'm laughing at just thinking about it. It is just so freaking funny.
That's crazy. Is it streaming somewhere? I
Yeah,
got to see
it's on
it.
Paramount. It's on Paramount.
Paramount Plus. Okay, fantastic. I will
Yep.
see it. I have to see the originals too.
Yeah, I was going into the film expecting like, oh, this might like be like a fun comedy, I'll, be glad to see, and it just blew every expectation I had. This was just, oh my god, it's so fucking funny.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm
Especially if
definitely
you're a
seeing
fan
it.
of like Mission Impossible films, because this film kind of like makes fun of like those kind of plot lines of how over the top serious they can be. Like, it's such a good parody film.
Yeah, awesome. Oh well, I'm definitely checking that out. Earliest Convenience. Love Liam Neeson too. I think it was pretty well rated.
Yeah, average like 3.5, 4 stars.
Cool. And then my number 5, F1.
F1.
Now this film had big shoes to fill. Basically, any racing film has big shoes to fill after Ford v Ferrari.
Or Speed Racer.
Speed Racer. There was a
Yeah,
live
dude, the
action one, right?
2003 film.
Oh my god.
Yes.
The Need for Speed film, like 2010. Did I leave one? I can never find my own review, guys. Okay.
There it is.
Yeah. So the premise is something you'd really pretty cliche. But I do remember enjoying it. But this film gets pretty into the weeds about racing, more so than I think Ford v Ferrari. So some of that stuff went over my head. But I mean, I had a pretty good time with it. I think you rated it slightly lower than I did.
Yeah, I thought anytime like the racing was happening, like that felt just exhilarating with amazing cinematography. The sound design was amazing. I saw this in IMAX, and I'm so glad I did because the sound design is just beautiful in the film. But anything revolving the characters or story, I couldn't care less.
Yeah, I see. I can get it. I can understand it. There were some. It's somewhat of a generic sports underdog story for sure. All comes down to the characters. I don't remember Cars 3. I don't remember. Maybe if I'd seen Cars 3, I wouldn't have put it on the list.
Washed up racer training a new protege. It's Cars 3.
Maybe it is Cars 3, guys. Let us know what you think of Cars 3. This got a majority 4-star rating. Yeah, an Apple TV hit by most accounts.
Yeah.
Your number 4. I basically ran out of time to see this one. I loved the first one. The second one was good, but I think it was way worse than the first one. This one I'm hoping is back to really, really good.
Yeah. So I rated the first 2 films 5 stars. This is, in my opinion, like one of the best newer trilogies of all time. I love this new trilogy.
Well,
And
this is the
Dead-
4th,
This is
technically.
the third one.
There was that horror spin-off that had Mr. Blanc. I forget what it was called, but
Uh,
this is
I don't remember.
this character's fourth appearance.
Maybe.
I'll look it
Anyway,
up.
this one is a very, very well done film, and it's very close to heart for me because of the themes that the film is going for. So this whole film, I'll talk about like the murder mystery stuff in a second, but this whole film pretty much revolves around the whole concept of religion and those that lose faith or gain faith. And for me, I grew up Christian most of my entire life. Now I consider myself an atheist. I've considered myself an atheist for about 5 years now. And this film perfectly balances the structure of Christianity and atheism in such a very unique way that I haven't seen before, because it talks about both sides in an uplifting way. Unlike, say, like a Christian film where they might talk down on those that are atheists and only talk good about those that are Christian, this one does not choose a side when it comes to that. So the way how this film balances those like heavy subject matters of religion, I thought was just very beautifully done. Like it was something very unique that I have not seen in a film like probably ever.
Hmm.
Um,
Okay.
so those themes were great, but everything else with the murder mystery is so cool. Like it's the premise is that a man who goes into a locked room and dies. Like he's murdered in a room that no one can possibly go into. No one saw anybody commit the murder, so it's pretty much an impossible murder that was committed. And so Benoit Blanc comes in, and he's with this pastor played by Josh O'Connor, and they're working together. And Benoit Blanc is an atheist, and like I said, Josh O'Connor's character is a priest. So watching their beliefs collide in a way that helped them solve this murder case, I thought was also very well executed. Again, back to that themes of religion. Just tightly written, really great story, very funny moments in there too, like the other Knives Out films. The supporting cast was great. Josh Brolin's good in the film. Jeremy Renner was one of the highlights for me. He gets a lot of great comedic beats in the film as well.
Oh, Jeremy Renner's in
Um,
it.
Yeah, Jeremy Renner's in the film.
That's great.
I think this is his first film since his like snowmobile incident, and his performance in this film is like nothing I've really seen from him before. He's very down to earth in this film.
Oh my gosh, Caleb. I I got my murder mysteries mixed up. What's the dude that did like Murder on the Orient Express and then the one with Gal
Hercule
Gadot?
Poirot?
Yes, the different French mystery solver.
Poirot?
Yes.
Benoit Blanc's not French.
His name is Benoit. What do you mean he's not French?
He doesn't sound French.
I think at
Okay.
least it's a French first name.
Maybe, but it's Hercule Poirot.
Yes, I'm thinking of Haunting in
I think
Venice.
the Christie novels.
Yes. Yeah, different. Yes, you're right. This is a trilogy. I'm getting the murder mysteries mixed up.
Oh my god. But yeah, just really great story, great writing. Its themes of religion felt very close to home for me. Just very well executed film. Another great murder mystery.
I got you. You say here there's not mention, but themes of the GOP and Trump.
Yes.
And
So, without getting into spoilers, Josh Brolin plays this one like very stubborn, very mean priest in the film, and he pretty much makes it to where any newcomers in his church, he like fully like chastises them, and he only has like this tight knit group of churchgoers that he likes, but eventually in the film, he pretty much just abandons all of them. He has blackmail in all of them. He kicks them out of his church. And that's kind of like where it ties into like, oh, one of these guys committed this murder that Josh Brolin's character had blackmail on. And I saw themes of that about how Trump is pretty much seen as like this religious figure to a lot of like MAGA cultists. and how Trump is pretty much now like throwing himself away from all of that, and now like just taking down anybody that he can right now when it comes to his presidency at the moment.
I gotcha. Okay, you think it's too on the nose? That'd be my
I thought it was
biggest worry
beautifully
with the
done,
film.
actually. I thought that it, unlike Mickey 17, where I thought it was a bit too on the nose, I thought this was actually a bit more subtle.
Okay, how about that? Well, it looks good. It came out on Netflix, so I was a little worried, but I
Yeah,
should be
Jake and I
good.
actually saw this in theaters for early screening, and before it came to Netflix.
Oh, cool.
Yeah,
Yeah, I just ran. I should have seen it. I wish I had seen it. um,
yeah, it's on Netflix now. Really recommend it. Number
yeah,
four,
that
Wake
is
Up
his
Dead.
number four. My number four. I'm surprised this isn't on Caleb's list. K-pop
This is my
Demon
number
Hunters.
11. This is my number 11.
So close, would have made the cut. But yeah, K-pop Demon Hunters. I was not expecting to like this at all because I'm just not a fan of like K-pop, J-pop, that their style, the Eastern style of like film and cinema or anime.
Yeah.
As far as like it's really, and it harkens back to I don't like camp, and a lot of I don't even know if I can say a lot, but some animes there's a lot of camp, over exaggerated emotions, and there's some of that here, but it's mostly reeled in. And what the part that surprised me the most about it is that I don't really like K-pop at all, but none of the music is very K-poppy. Like feels very much like Western pop, but with obviously Korean people singing it. But
Yeah, in my review, I said that I'm not even the biggest fan of K-pop either, but like I thought the music was like really catchy in this film. Like
it
after
was
seeing
good.
this, there was like a week straight of me just listening to like the whole soundtrack. I thought the soundtrack was really good here.
Yeah, it was good. I've got a few of them saved in my library for sure.
Golden is like such a good song. I listen to that one constantly.
Yeah, had no business being as good as it was.
Absolute banger.
But I mean, also the story is pretty good. I was pretty wrapped into some of these characters and themes.
Yeah, characters are really good. What's your name? Like Rumi or Rimu or something?
Yeah, I can
Um,
never remember the names, but yes,
yeah, no, she was a really well developed character. With no pun intended, her demons that she's going through and her struggles with being part demon.
yeah, exactly. Great song,
Yeah,
pretty good story. And
yeah, give
obviously a
this
huge
three.
sensation.
I give it a 3.5. I think. Yeah,
Yeah, 3.5. He absolutely hates K-pop music. Uh,
yeah.
that's fun. But yeah, it is pretty good. That what did it average on here?
Probably like really high.
Yeah, most people
3.6.
gave it 4 stars. Average 3.6.
Mhm.
It's pretty good, and Netflix is gonna have a huge chunk of change to in their
Did
pocket
you
for a long time.
did you know that Sony Animation actually sold this to Netflix? They thought it would make zero money, and now it's like one of the highest grossing films of the year.
Wow, I bet they're kicking themselves for that.
Yep.
That is crazy. Yeah, and this is my number one.
This is our first crossover, I think, actually.
Yeah, I think it is. We usually have a few crossover. We might have
Mhm.
had more if I'd seen a couple more, but yeah, really loved One Battle After Another.
Mhm.
It was I was actually like a few minutes like I was like 2 minutes late to my screening, but it was still so good. I like the only part I didn't like of it is that the whole subplot of Leonardo DiCaprio like being high and slipping and falling or whatever, and that's a pivotal point in the plot and a whole reason for certain
Yeah,
things.
I feel like that thing there is actually one of the most important parts of the story because it's kind of showing how I see this film as like a passing of the torch kind of movies. How like the older generation, with the things that they had to fight for and the things that they protested for. They're now passing the torch on to us, seeing how our generation is a lot more vocal with our beliefs and a lot more vocal in the things we want to protest for. I saw this film as kind of like how the older generation is a bit more washed, and how we're kind of like the next lineage of people that are going to be fighting like for rights and for like a change in our lives.
Yeah, it was funny how he's like, oh yeah, you're a revolutionist in your 20s, and now that he's like 40, he just wants to watch TV and the issues. He's like, huh, yeah, I guess so, sure.
Sure, yeah.
A little bit of a devolution there.
Talk about just an exhilarating thrill ride, like from beginning to end. Like this film is like almost 3 hours long, and it felt like an hour and a half. Like the pacing was just so good in this film. The final car chase, oh my gosh, it was amazing. Just an exhilarating, like just like the simplicity of the car going up and down the hills for the climax was just more exhilarating than any like race scene from F1 in my opinion. Just like, that one car scene was so good.
Yes, and then this film made it illegal to say Merry Christmas.
Oh yeah, or Hail Saint Nick.
Saint Nick. Yeah, that was interesting.
That was
do you remember
insane.
what I put in here? I wish she had a resolution for her mother. I don't remember what happened to the mother.
The mother goes to Mexico, I think. It shows that she crosses the border and then just kind of just disappears.
Yeah, I guess I wish we saw a little bit more of that. But yeah. National fashion of those people on the planet. Yeah. Pretty solid.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to put into words like why this film is so good. Like you can say like, oh, it's a really good important life political piece, and all of the themes and morals that the film talks about is like really important. It's one of those things where you like really have to watch the movie to like fully understand why it's so good.
Yeah, for sure. One battle after another. That was his number 3. My number 3.
I love this movie.
It was so nice. Tim Robinson is just incredible. It was nonsensical, hilarious. He's such a great job at portraying like goofy serious.
The Subway sandwich scene is one of the funniest scenes of the year.
All you got to do is order the Subway sandwich.
How was your trip? I was at Subway. What'd you do? I ordered a sandwich.
That was incredible. It was, and then Paul Rudd plays into it pretty great.
Him being the straight man in the movie.
Yeah. Pretty much not much to say because it was just, a funny time.
It's the most batshit insane comedy of the year. Like, so many crazy things happen in this movie that whenever you describe it, it's like, what the fuck is this even? What is this movie even about?
I couldn't even tell you.
No, yeah, like I've seen like where he just goes to the sewer with his wife and just loses his wife for like a week. Like what?
Yeah, one crazy thing after another just keeps happening. You should have no expectations going into this film because it'll amp the crazy up and it's just insane.
Yeah, are you a fan of like Tim Robbins' Netflix show? Have you seen that?
Yeah, I think you should leave. I've seen like the first season or something. He's a great comic, and you can tell he has his hands in this one. So yeah, anything with him, I'll go to see because he's just so funny. This one I haven't seen any of the 28 films.
Oh, let me tell you about 28 Years Later, a film that I thought I was walking into just a fun horror film, or like maybe like something like that would be like an entertaining like movie to watch. And little did I know, this film would have me bawling my eyes out by the end. This movie is just a beautiful powerhouse in themes of humanity and community and it's it hits you with all these raw emotions in the zombie apocalypse, and oh my god, there's one scene involving just an orchestral piece of music, involving like this Tower of Skulls, and watching that scene, I was like, holy fuck, I'm crying my eyes out watching a freaking zombie movie. It's beautifully shot, beautifully directed. The cast is perfect. Ray Fiennes is in the film for a little bit. He's going to be a more prominent character in the next film, which comes out in actually a couple weeks. Um,
There's another 28 film
just an
coming out.
absolute beautiful. It's cinema. It's cinema. It reminded me so much of God of War 2018, because you have Spike, this kid, and his dad, and they're out on this adventure trekking through the zombie wasteland, and it's kind of like this trial this kid is going through, like kind of like oh, you're now a man, now you're going from a boy to a man. um, just really great stuff all around. Beautiful characters, beautiful chemistry between all the characters in the film. The writing and directing is stellar. Biggest surprise of the year for me. Absolutely adored this film. It's nothing like the first film. The first film was just a horror, regular horror zombie film. This one is a lot more on the emotional side of humans surviving this apocalypse.
How does it rank up? Because this is the third one. So how does it rank up?
It's the best one by far. It goes this one, the first one, and the second one, which I hate the second one. That one's actually got Jeremy Renner in it as well.
Oh.
And that film is god awful. I hate that movie. The first film I think is okay. Everyone crowns that film as like the best zombie movie ever made, and I think it's just fine, to be honest. Hence why I didn't have too much expectations for this one. But oh my god, it was just a gut punch of emotions by the end of the movie.
Yeah. Well, maybe we'll get prequels with 28 minutes later, sequels with 28 centuries later. That's all you can
Chris,
do.
you there?
Ah. Am I muted?
Chris?
Ah, I'm here. I promise.
Okay, there you are.
Yeah, you hear me? You got me?
Yeah, I hear you now.
Okay, cool. Yeah. So yeah, maybe we'll get 28 seconds later or 28 centuries later.
So 28 year so this is going to be a new trilogy. Just me call it 28 years later. The next one's called 28 years later, The Bone Temple, and that one comes out in a couple weeks. I'm very excited for that one.
Oh, okay. No, we have to keep doing the passage of time. 28 centuries is the next one.
28 centuries later, 28 millenniums later.
Yeah. We got to keep going. It's the only way. Maybe I'll see it. It looked a little spooky, but
fantastic movie. It's a little spooky. It's a little spooky.
Yeah, and then my number 2 is your number 1. So we both really liked this one. Sinners. Love Michael B. Jordan's great actor. Haley Steinfeld's also great. So you really can't go wrong. I feel like I was misled a bit though with the trailer, because it looked super super scary, and the only part that could conceivably be scary was literally the opening scene. They do like a horror jump scare type thing.
The opening jump scare, dude, it scared the shit out of me.
It was scary, yeah. But if you are worried about scares, all you have to do is make it past the intro.
Yeah. Yeah, that one scene where it's the one take of like the generations of music going through. That's what solidified the film for me as like movie of the year. Like that scene was just an absolute just powerhouse. So good.
Yes, it is. It's a good one. I guess I said it was a little long, but Yeah, it does take him a bit for him to get to the house, the dance
The
house.
the vampire stuff, which that's what surprised me is that the film could have just been about the smokestack twins, and I would have been perfectly fine with it. Like just them trekking through this town, how they're back from being gangsters, and they're like just kind of rejuvenating their town, and having this little hoedown in this barn. Like if it was just about that, I would have been like, all right, this is a fantastic movie. But add in vampires, I'm like, oh shit, now this is a really good movie.
Yeah, that was cool. I honestly thought that it was gonna be about like demons and stuff, and then I was like,
Mm,
oh, it's just vampires.
yeah. Also, I felt represented. They were Irish. Felt represented there.
There you go. This is the greatest Irish representation in film ever seen.
Yes, sir.
Yes, that is our best list.
Hmm.
I feel like our worst list is going to be a lot shorter.
Yeah. I don't know how you only have 4 movies on your worst list.
I try not to see a lot of bad movies. Yeah, I guess we'll
Yeah,
keep going until
I
we
was
hit 4.
expecting Minecraft to be in your best list because you rated that 5 stars. I was like, I swear, if that's in his best list, I'm gonna kill him.
Oh no, it was purely an ironic 5 stars.
Okay,
I haven't heard of this
all right.
one, I don't think.
My turn for number 10 on my worst list is Good Fortune. Ugh, I do not like this film. So it is a comedy film starring Keanu Reeves as he's Ansari and Seth Rogen. And man, talk about just a bland comedy with not many funny moments. Keanu Reeves gets a couple funny lines here and there. The main premise is that Seth Rogen is like a tech bro rich guy, and Aziz Ansari is like this really poor person. Like what is it? He does like Uber Eats and DoorDash and all those, and lives in his car. And Keanu Reeves plays this guardian angel named Gabriel, and he makes these two characters swap lives. So now Aziz is rich, and Seth Rogen's character is poor, and it's a very bland comedy. Like there's not really much to it, and the ending is such a tone deaf ending to where Seth Rogen, he's like, by the way, I'm now a good tech bro CEO. I'm gonna make it to where we have no more AI in our company. We're gonna give all of our employees all these raises, and I'm like, yeah, no, this ain't how this works in the real world, buddy. Like, I wish it worked like this in the real world, but no, the whole film just felt so tone deaf. Just a slog to get through.
Mm. So not as good as Naked Gun.
No, God no.
Yeah, and fuck AI.
Yeah, there's just a scene where, again, it's that scene where Seth Rogen's like, we're gonna get rid of AI in our company. It's like, man, I wish it's how the real world worked.
That's funny. Yeah,
Yeah.
most people gave it about 3 stars.
Mm. And this was Aziz Ansari directorial debut, and can't say I was too impressed.
Oh, rip. Yeah, I remember Novocaine. I remember you like lamenting it on everywhere. I
Yeah.
saw this one too. I generally liked it, but I didn't think it was like anything revolutionary or amazing.
Hmm. Yeah, I'm just tired of these wannabe John Wick movies where you can tell it's just like, hey, let's be an action film like John Wick, have these wacky action set pieces, have these unique cinematography moments of moving the camera around really fast. Another film that was like that was Nobody, which I was not a fan of either.
You didn't like Nobody?
No, I didn't like it. I'm just there are so many other good action films that you can like take inspiration from. Like, don't get me wrong, I love John Wick. John Wick 1 through 4 are like some of the best action films ever made. But every time I see a freaking trailer that is like from the studio that brought you John Wick, I'm like, they're other films besides John Wick, people. Like, please. Yeah, this is just a cookie cutter wannabe John Wick movie with a unique gimmick that the main character can't feel pain. That's cool, but I just didn't care for this one. I thought it was just bland, generic action slop.
So I think there's a difference between a film like this and Nobody and films like John Wick. I think it's not trying to be John Wick. I think it's trying to be an action comedy. This does an okay job, but really Nobody. I liked Nobody because it was not because the action was stellar like John Wick, but I thought it was pretty funny. So I think Nobody does that. Yeah, I think Nobody does that part well. This one it doesn't do this one quite. In this film, it doesn't do that quite as well. Just I was like, okay. There's a little bit. There's enough oomph to push it over.
Did you see Nobody 2 this year?
Yeah, I saw Nobody 2. Wasn't as funny as the original, but I had a good time, and I think it was better than this one. So, yeah, a swing and not much of a hit with Novocaine. Decent, I guess, if you're bored one day. I think this is our first crossover from
Minecraft! Yay! Chicken Jockey!
It almost feels too meta to put this on any list.
You should be ashamed for even jokingly giving this 5 stars.
Oh, come on. It was 5 stars purely because Jennifer Coolidge wanted to fuck that villager so bad.
No, my God. Yeah, no, I mean, there's not really much to say about this film. Everybody and their mother has talked about this movie. It's not good. It's schlock. It's funny at times. The memes are there. I feel bad for every single theater employee that had to work when this movie came out. My heart goes out to y'all. Yeah, no. How about you talk about this one, Chris? Because I have no words. It's just not a good movie.
It's definitely not a good movie, but I'll tell you, I loved the experience of seeing it in the theaters. I understand some theaters got a little out of control with popcorn and shit, but my theater didn't trash it, but there was definitely it was pretty much all college kids, young adults, and it was kind of like The Room, where you talk throughout it during certain parts. So I didn't care, obviously. That just made it more fun. And I wasn't really aware of how the audience would be participating in the film that way going into it. So they would say lines. They would just repeat lines during the film. I'm like, okay, this is fun. But when it gets to the chicken jockey moment, everyone shouts chicken jockey. They start standing up and applauding. I'm like, this is insane. This is so great. It is elevating the experience of what is otherwise a really, really bad film. There's really nothing more you can say on it.
I mean, the only thing I can say that's okay in the film is the effects. They could have easily just made it to where it looked like the video game with the blocky graphics, but them trying to make it look realistic was cool. I can't say that it worked throughout most of the film, but there was some decent effects here and there. Jason Momoa was the highlight. You can tell what kind of movie he's in. He knew the material and A game he had to bring into this film. But yeah, as a whole, it's a movie. What can you say? It's the Madam Web of this year. It's absolutely the Madam Web of 2025.
We don't speak ill of Madam Web on this stream.
Yes, we do, Chris. I know you gave it a 1.5 stars, but it's a half star. I'm sorry. We talked bad about Madam Web.
Yeah, and especially with Jack Black. You can tell it's banking on his personality a lot, because his line, "Let's Minecraft." I'm like, who did a 3-year-old think of this?
And we craft. Let's Minecraft.
Yeah, written by a 3-year-old. I don't know what they were thinking, releasing that. Horrible.
Ugh.
Kiss of the
All right.
Spider Woman. Is this another one of those movies that was like Girl with the Spider Tattoo or something, or just something else?
No, not at all. So this was like a limited theater release. This is a remake of a musical that came out like in the 70s, I think. 70s or 80s. Yeah, this film is pretty terrible. Diego Luna's in it, hence my
Oh, and/or comment. Yeah.
yeah, so what the whole premise of this film is that it is taking place during, I forget what time period, but I know there's like a resistance happening, and I want to say Cuba, maybe. I could be wrong on that one, but it's pretty much these two prisoners that are like held up in this cell, and this one prisoner is entertaining this other prisoner by pretty much retelling the plot of his favorite movie and reenacting his favorite movie. So when I saw the trailer for this, I'm like, oh, that's cool. Like a guy talking about how much he loves movies and whatnot. I'm like, this could be right up my alley. Unfortunately, this film is so poorly paced. The musical numbers are atrocious. The acting is terrible. This was such a huge letdown for me. Like, I never really doze off during movies, but I think I might have fallen asleep for like 10 minutes during this and felt like I missed nothing.
Oh.
Like, yeah, I felt bad falling asleep, but I was literally the only person in my theater, so I guess I didn't feel too bad.
Yeah.
But the premise is compelling because there's also like some LGBTQ representation in the film that I thought was very well done. That's like the main highlight of the film is the representation is well done, but unfortunately it's so poorly paced. And for a man that loves musicals, I love me my musicals, this one was just a slog to get through.
1 second. I think my webcam may have deactivated.
Oh yeah, they're deactivated. I'll wait for you.
Okay. Hopefully it wasn't like that for too long. Yeah.
Yeah, looking at my review here, yeah, this is like the only musical I've ever seen where I was begging for the songs to stop. They were a slog to get through. Like, some songs go on for like 8 or 9 minutes, and the singing is terrible in the movie. I was like, oh my god, I feel like these two prisoners that are being tortured here.
8 or 9 minutes is crazy.
Yeah, like, oh, it's poorly paced. Probably one of the most disappointing films of the year. I know a lot of people do like this one because of the representation in the film. Jennifer Lopez is in the movie, and she does not do a great job at all.
Oh no.
Yeah, definitely a big disappointment.
Ah, that is unfortunate. The Kiss of the Spider Woman. Not recommended.
You can kiss this film goodbye.
The Running Man, that's another one I wanted to see, but it was out of the theater before I got the chance. I'm a huge fan of Glenn Powell.
Oh, wow. So that's going to be kind of awkward because I am not a fan of Glenn Powell at all.
Oh, no?
I see him as today's generic Ryan Reynolds. Like, I think he has no charisma, no personality in any movie that he's in. He is the worst part in this movie. I love Edgar Wright. He's a phenomenal director. He's made some of my favorite movies ever, like Hot Fuzz and The World's End. This is absolutely Edgar Wright's worst film he's made. The action is terrible and poorly executed. The pacing is terrible. Glenn Powell is probably the worst casting choice I've seen this year. So the movie's supposed to be about this guy. He's kind of like the everyman. Like, he's kind of just a generic nobody, and he's going into this Running Man competition to win a ton of money. And how the game works is that everybody is hunting you down and trying to kill you. And whoever kills you gets the money that you were going to win. But if you survive for like 90 days, you get the money. Really cool premise. I've never read the Stephen King book, so I'm not really sure like how much it compares to this. But it's again like just another boring action film with nothing going for it. and what's his name? Um, Michael Cera's in the film, and I would personally rather had him be the main cast in the movie because he's kind of like the everyman. He's kind of like just the straight guy everyman. I thought he would have done a better job as the main character in this film than Glenn Powell. Just absolutely just a nothing burger of a movie.
Yeah, Michael Cera is definitely more of an everyman than Glenn Powell.
Yeah.
Well, it's got Josh Brolin. It's got a lot of heavy hitters, but
Yeah, it's got a great cast. Like the Josh Brolin does a good job in the movie, though he's kind of just wasted potential near the end of the film because there's something that involves his character. I saw this with two of my friends, and they thought it was an okay time at the movies. They thought it was just a fun movie. I was just so annoyed by this one. I was just like, oh my god, get this film out of my face.
averaged about 3 stars. So looks like people think it's about middle of the lane.
Yeah, I'm
time.
definitely in the minority here. I'm thinking that it's an actually like really bad movie. Some people think it's a fun action film. It's a no for me, Chief.
And then your number 5 is Love Hurts. I think I maybe saw a trailer on it or something like that.
Yep, more
Oh,
like
the
it hurts
reviews.
to watch this fucking movie.
2-star
God,
average. Okay.
This was a painful watch. Oh my god. So this is another one of those similar to Novocaine where it's a wannabe John Wick action film. The premise for this is that Ke Huy Quan's character, he's been out of retirement for like this mafia gang, and he used to be like this like insane action badass, but now he's just like a real estate agent, fun-loving dude. But the sins of his past has come back to haunt him, and now he's got to get back in the ring and fight some people and fight for the woman that he used to love. Yeah, so this was a Valentine's Day movie, and it was just, oh my god, the writing was terrible. There was some okay comedy in the movie here and there. Oh, but man, I feel so bad for Ke Huy Quan. He has just been in nothing but absolute garbage lately. Like, he needs to be in better movies, man. Like, I feel bad for the dude.
What has he been in recent? Because I know he was in Everything Everywhere All at Once that it was really good.
Yeah, and then he was in Kung Fu Panda 4. He was in... I never saw it, but I think he played the snake in Zootopia.
Oh, yeah, he's in
2.
Zootopia too. That was a good one.
Yeah, I didn't get a chance to see that one, but he's been in some... yeah, he was in that Electric State, whatever it was that came out.
Oh, that was not good.
I never saw that, but I heard that wasn't very good.
No. Maybe I should have added that one to my worst list.
Yeah, we can talk about it. I never saw it, but we can talk about it. But yeah, I just feel bad for the guy because this one is just another stinker of a movie. Just a bland, boring action film with some okay romance here and there, some okay chemistry. Because it is a Valentine's Day movie, but yeah, no, it's a no for me, Chief.
Yeah, that is unfortunate. He was in Loki, which is good. But other than that, he's in The Legend of Aang. What even is this?
It's an Avatar movie.
Is that the? No, that's not the one.
Avatar Aang, the world's last airbender. It's an animated movie coming to theaters.
Oh, it hasn't released yet.
No, it hasn't come out yet.
Oh, I was like, he was in this. I was like, I haven't.
No, it hasn't come out yet. Don't worry, you're not going crazy.
Okay, I gotcha. Okay, yeah. Other than that, I mean, unfortunate.
Yeah, just another bland action film. A lot of bland action films on my list this year.
And then now we're at number 4. Did you get a chance to see the new Jurassic World movie?
So I have not seen any of the Jurassic World movies besides the first one that came out in like 2014. I have not seen any of the sequels, so I have not seen this one.
Yeah, that is the good call. I think the only Jurassic World movie that I enjoyed was the first one. But yeah, outside of that, it's just like, man, what are we doing? Yeah, a lot of staged chases. Like, oh my goodness, there's a T-Rex. huff 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 huff. Like nothing. There's just nothing that stands out. And then lots of contrivances. Yeah, Scarlett Johansson has a secret plan that no one knows about the entire film until they're in trouble, and she's like, "Don't worry, guys, I had backup call the whole time," or something like that. And I'm like, dude, of course, of course.
Was she at least good in the movie? Did she at least give a good performance?
Yeah, I mean, she's a good actor. She gives a fine performance. There's just the material's not really there for them. And that dude from did you watch Lincoln Lawyer on Netflix? Or you seen it?
I've seen like the first episode.
Yeah, well, good series. Yeah, it has that dude in it. So he's cool. But I think
he's like the nerdy hot scientist, right? Is that him?
No, he's just a regular dude. Yeah, just a regular dude. I think because I think this film steps forward a little bit, because at the end of the third one, dinosaurs are like released to the rest of the world, so they kind of cohabitate to an extent. And that's just barely. That's a really interesting plot point, and you only see it in the beginning when they're building the team to go to the island that we always go to. It's like you just see, like, they'll show pterodactyls flying around, or some dinosaur incident I think is on the news at some point. But after that, there's no touch on like what has happened in all these years of dinosaurs coexisting with humans. Don't know. They don't touch on it. We go to the island again. The strongest part of this film, though, is that the Jurassic Park kind of takes a horror element to it. It's been added to it, which you haven't seen in other ones.
The main dinosaur is like a failed experiment, right? Isn't it something like that?
Yeah, it's a failed experiment, which is really cool. And there are definitely a few moments in the film where it's like they're definitely playing towards horror and they want you to be scared. And I think that is cool. It's what the series needs after all this time, and what could have helped in reviving it if it had an actual halfway decent plot. Because genetically modified dinos, also really cool, new unexplored potential. It just everybody else there is like, it just doesn't hit. There's not that much writing, too many contrivances, staged chases. Like they could have. This could have been the Jurassic World revival that it really needed, and they just missed the mark.
Yeah, the trailer looked pretty cool for this one, but again, it was one of those things where it was like I never saw the previous Jurassic World films besides the first one, so I had really no drive to see this one.
Yeah, I can see that. And the previous two aren't good. I think one was. I enjoyed one. It wasn't amazing, but I enjoyed it.
It's fun.
Yeah, lovely. Minus the person who has bangs. I'm just not a fan of bangs.
All right, my number 4 is a film that probably no one has ever heard of. Number 4, Chris. That's
No, not at all.
That's number 3, Chris. Number 4.
Oh. What? Oh, you're right. That's right. You're right. I have not heard of this one.
It's another one of those like, it was like released like late December, but got a full release 2025. This, oh my fucking god, this movie hits awful. Oh my, I feel bad for saying that because the director here put a lot of heart into it, because this film was pretty much like a love letter to his recently deceased wife. But oh my god, this movie, so the premise, if I can remember what it is that this guy, this inventor, creates this machine to put on tombstones to like let you like look inside someone's grave as like a thing to mourn them. Like it's like, oh, I want to see what my dead wife looks like right now, so let me go ahead and look in their casket with this like monitor thing on a tombstone. Really weird sci-fi horror elements with that, but the film focuses on that for like maybe 20 minutes, and the rest of the film is just about the dangers of AI and technology Russian government spies, just all over the place with its story. And there's a moral in the theme about why cheating on your wife might be a good thing. Like there's this weird
Let's go.
subplot where the guy like cheats on his where yeah, a guy cheats on his wife, and he's like, "Oh man, I feel like such a better person doing this." It's like, what the fuck?
Okay.
Yeah, the film is just all over the place. It's trying to be deep meaning in its themes. And look, I love my artsy fartsy movies, but this one seemed to have zero meaning whatsoever. Like I understand that this film was like personal for the director, but oh my god, I fucking hated this movie. And then there's a twist villain near the end where the AI program that the main character made creates an avatar of herself and now controls David Cronenberg's technology and his cars and like the tombstones, and somehow this AI has been vandalizing these tombstones somehow. Like, it's so fucking stupid. Oh my god, this movie's terrible.
Huh. Yeah, I've never
Yeah,
Never
like
even heard
it's
of it.
directed by David Cronenberg. Like he made the movie called The Fly. Now I know that some people really like this film. For me though, this was like pulling teeth trying to get through this. Like oh my god, I hated this movie.
Yeah, looks like it averaged about 3 down the middle.
Oh, and I forgot near the end of the film when it finally seems like the plot is actually getting somewhere, and I'm like actually like understanding what the director's trying to go for. The movie like immediately ends at that moment. I'm like, oh okay, what's gonna happen next? Movie ends, and I'm like, are you fucking kidding me?
Oh, no. 1 star.
One, yeah, dude, I'm sorry. Like this movie pissed me off to no end.
That's
Ugh.
crazy. Yeah, I don't think many have seen it. And mine, number 3. This was like a streaming movie. Came out on Amazon Prime.
Ooh, 1.5, damn.
No, it was bad. And it was basically like it was very, very pointed, because this is about a president going to the G20 summit, and Viola Davis basically supposed to be Kamala Harris. You can very much tell that's what she was trying to channel, and she's
Okay.
your stereotypical like badass girl boss. She can get stuff done. She can lead the country, and she can whoop ass.
We did it, Joe.
Yeah, we did it. Left me thinking her political opponents had a point. I forget what the proposed legislation was. Maybe it was something about energy use, but
So how is this an action film? Like, what happens?
basically, okay, it's kind of like it's the G20 summit, and it also uses AI in this too. It's G20 summit, and all the leaders get captured, their security's taken out, and they're like, we need you to sign. They want them to sign something into law or something, and they like take pictures of their face, and they like AI transplant it onto somebody else's face to make it look like that's what they're saying. They oh, that's right. They use that for like blackmail to get them to sign something, pass some law or whatever. So they're like, we're gonna post a video of you saying this if you don't do what we want, and stuff like that. And then it also throws in like the president's like teenage kids are in here. One is like a rebel constantly trying to slip the leash of the Secret Service. I think the dude is like a tech bro or something like that. She's basically Superwoman in this whole film. She has no trouble taking anyone down. Doesn't matter their size. Yes, oh, I remember now. She fights this really beefy dude, and it doesn't matter how many times he throws her into a wall or breaks a vase over her. She gets right back up and whoops his ass. It doesn't make... I'm like, she should be knocked out after this. But no, she hops right up. And I think...
That's disappointing, because I like Viola Davis. I think she's a good actress.
She's a really good actress. Like, yeah, she plays the serious military role really well. I think if I remember correctly, one of the bad guys needs the flash drive that she has. Yes, and the bad guy has her daughter at gunpoint. And I think Viola Davis is like, you want this flash drive? And she tosses it up in the air. And I think while he's looking and running to go get it, I can't remember if he ends up jumping off the edge to get it and falls and dies or something like that. But it was just really goofy and hokey. She's like, you want it? And she just tosses it. And that's how she rescues the daughter. Just to get him away from it.
No.
It was so bad. And Anthony Anderson is funny. But I mean, he's like generic supportive husband. Cracking jokes a little bit, but sort of comic relief, but it was not really any comedy in this film. But I was just so annoyed because the trailer looked kind of halfway decent, and I like political thrillers a lot. But you can tell they just wanted to make, something with an addition, some other agenda. Oh yeah, it has Homelander. He's one of the bad guys.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, decent cast, but. Yeah, I was not thrilled with it by the end.
2.3 average on Letterboxd.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, 2.3.
I totally see.
Woo!
It was not good.
Right. Time for my number 3.
Yay, Five Nights at Freddy's.
Four.
Part 2.
Yeah, so if I'm remembering correctly, the first one was also my worst of 2024 list, I believe. No, 2023 list.
Yes.
But you ended up really liking the first one.
I
right?
loved the first one. I did not like this one.
Okay. Yeah, so I saw this with 2 of my friends, and we had a blast watching this. This film is the biggest piece of shit I've ever seen. But my God, is it hilarious through and through. The plot is non-existent. The characters are one-dimensional, paper thin. The horror is non-existent. The story is just lore and nothing else. And the thing is, like, I'm a Five Nights at Freddy's fan. Like, I even did a stream during the NUTCRACKENING of, like, a full marathon of Five Nights at Freddy's. Like, I like the games. I like the lore. This was just awful. It
was, yeah. I could not do it. I loved the first one because I loved the lore. I've not played anything Five Nights at Freddy's. Didn't know anything about the lore going to the first one. So what I loved about the first one is that it would give me a piece of lore. The lore was interesting, and then it would drop little breadcrumbs to the next piece. And overall, I was just like at the edge of my seat throughout the whole thing. Sure, there were a couple cringe moments, for sure. And as far as the scares, it wasn't terribly scary, the first one, nor is this one. So I guess some people could have a problem with that, conceivably. But I absolutely loved the lore and the way they told it in the first one. But this one, yeah, all of it is gone. I think I loved how that one, his friend, that's just like only in the film to be like a helpful tool when the plot needs him to, shows up right when her car breaks down. You need a ride?
Right? Or when that guy is running out of the building, he like clotheslines him like, "Where you going, jackass?"
Yep, he's only a tool. And then
funny enough, that guy is an actual character of the lore. That's an actual lore character.
Wow, that is crazy.
Yeah, I feel bad for anybody that does not know the lore, because I could somewhat follow the story and what was happening because I'm like familiar with the games. But anyone who's not familiar with the games, they're going to be lost as shit, not knowing what's going on.
Yeah, and you really had to pay close attention to the first one to remember kind of what was happening. I think
Yeah.
like a little bit at the start of the movie, like Googled a plot summary of the first one because I was like, wait, who is this? What happened?
Yeah.
I had to read some of it to kind of get caught up to speed. The premise is, I mean, it's interesting. Marionette's interesting, but how they carry it out.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, this movie has the achievement of having too much plot and no plot at the same time.
Yeah, and some of the kills were, I think the scares were a little bit were cringier on this one than they were in the first one.
Absolutely, yeah.
Like, there's some
I don't
points I
even
couldn't take
like
it
the
serious.
first one at all, but maybe I was a bit too harsh with my review on that one. Now watching this one,
Yeah, you see what we could have got in the first one. So,
yeah, no, ugh. The only good thing is that Megan Fox is Chica. That's all that's good.
that's right. Megan Fox is Chica. And what was it? I hated at the end. There's more wasted potential. It would have been so cool if there was a fight scene between the old animatronics and the newer ones, but because I saw them setting that up, I'm like, okay, will this save it? But all they do is come in.
The Avengers Endgame portal scene, pretty much.
That's what I needed. That's what would have catapulted it to an amazing film. But no, all they do is walk in and easily dismantle these newer hardware animatronics. Easily, no adversity. So
rips them in half with no issue whatsoever. Yeah. This was just garbage. Garbage.
Yeah, really bad, and even the dialogue I think was much worse. They just say exactly, what they're gonna do. I have hope that they can save it because of what they teased in the end credits scene of what's his face coming back.
The third one is the lore thing that everybody loves in this game series, including me. Like the third one, it has like the most interesting lore. So if they do it right, it could potentially be an okay movie. I don't think it's going to be good. I've already been burnt out twice by these movies, but I think it can at least be okay.
It'll bounce right back, Caleb. I'm hoping another 5 stars will be.
God.
I think I rated the first one around 5 stars or something like that.
I think you're gonna give it that's insane to me, dude. Like I thought you were gonna give us like a 1.5, a 1. That's crazy.
Like the first one, I don't know. It roped me in. There wasn't a single second where I wasn't interested to see who is what and what will end up happening. I'll give you like the pillow fort scene was a little weird.
Yeah.
But yeah. Oh my gosh, in the sequel, I'm remembering now one of the stupider moments, where he's playing the game in the movie essentially.
Yeah.
And his like the cop out where you can just put the mask over and they're like, "Whoops, I guess he's a friendly."
That's in the game.
Oh, it's in the game. Okay.
Yeah, but that's actually, so that whole scene was like the only part I actually like kind of enjoyed because I'm like, oh, it's like the game. I'm getting some nostalgia watching this. The set designs look cool and whatnot. Yeah, that's in the game.
Okay. Yeah, I was like, what? Just have the mask on the whole time. You don't have to worry about anything. But he keeps setting it down, and then I think it breaks or something.
Yeah.
And then, of course, right when it breaks, he's like, oh, now I really need to start working. And he clicks through like 2 menus, and he finds the shutdown button. I'm like, bro.
Yeah. Oh, man. Yep, that is my number 3, Five Nights at Freddy's 2.
All right, and I'm surprised there was anything worse than War of Worlds.
Chris, just you wait. Just you wait.
Yeah, this is my number 1. It was so bad that I had to see
honestly,
it. Why did you see it twice?
Because I saw it once with one of my friends, and then I showed the rest of the group the movie.
You showed them the movie? Oh my gosh, what did they think of it?
Oh, they hated it. We had a great time. Like it was honestly like such a fun night. We had beer and pizza and whatnot, and it was hilarious.
I'm so sad that I missed it. That is
Yeah, no, you
looks
were
great.
out of town.
He must
Dude,
be in
he's
so much
so
debt.
much debt.
I don't know. I mean, they think they filmed this in 2020, but I'm
Oh,
like,
absolutely.
this is
Yeah,
so bad.
so everyone has seen this movie because of how bad it is. You know, everybody needed to see like if it was really that bad. And my God, it's really that bad. A 1 on Letterboxd. Holy shit!
Look at that, 61% gave it the lowest possible half-star rating, and then 22% give it a 1.
I only give it a 1 and not a half because it's funny. It's a funny bad movie.
Oh,
Yeah, the amount of Amazon product placement in this film is absolutely bewildering.
the fact that you
Roderick,
need a Prime subscription or something to
watch this.
or to in the movie they need an Amazon order.
They need Prime Air, dude.
The fact,
To get the flash drive.
oh my gosh.
So I mean, films have been made like this before that have worked. Like I don't know if you've seen like Searching or Unfriended, a movie
I
that takes
haven't.
place entirely on a computer screen. There have been a few movies like that that have worked in the past.
It's
this
possible.
Is just, yeah, this is just. Oh my! I don't even know what they were thinking using this IP. Like Ice Cube, like his facial expressions throughout the entire film is just stare confused.
Yeah, I feel like they reused a few too.
No, yeah, they absolutely did. Yeah.
I feel like it's just like a meme.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there. Yeah. Live Ice Cube reaction, beautiful.
Oh just his mind's being blown.
Yeah.
But he's not believable as. It felt like he was like reading the script for the first time when he
On
had
the
to say some
monitor,
of the
yeah.
intelligent stuff. My analysis
Yeah.
is this, and this is hacking into the computing quantum whatever, and it's like it's clear he had no idea what
He
he's
had no
talking
idea what he
about.
was saying. The effects were terrible. Oh my god, the effects are some of the worst I've ever seen.
Horrible.
Oh my god. But the thing is, the only reason why you should watch this film is because it is absolutely hilarious. It is one of the funniest films of the year. Ironically, I mean, obviously they didn't try to make a comedically bad movie, but it just ended up being so bad it's good. It's like up there with like The Room, like all those like really bad, so bad it's good movies.
Yeah, it's definitely worth a watch for that. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm not even a huge fan of the original War of the Worlds. I thought it was okay, but I'm like, now we've got more CG, better CG in theory, more to do, and then we just waste it on like a found
I
footage
love,
movie.
If you look at the top of the screen, like I love how the poster and like the banner is the same picture.
Because there's so little to actually show. They don't want to put any of the bad effects on screen as the poster, so you have to put
course.
the only other thing that they show, which is Ice Cube's face.
All it's missing is the Amazon logo.
Yes,
And
by
Roderick.
Amazon.
Roderick was the MVP.
Oh, yeah. Horrible, horrible. But yet somehow there is another film that is
Ladies and
even
gentlemen.
worse. With Pete
Ladies and
Davidson,
gentlemen.
no.
Get you ready for this, Chris, because I got a story to tell you. I was tricked into watching this movie. I was hoodwinked. So, what this film is about... So, first of all, the way I was tricked into seeing this film is because AMC will sometimes do a mystery movie night. And they had a mystery horror movie night at AMC, and I was expecting it to be this one horror movie called Together. I'm like, oh, I'm excited to see that. That looks pretty good. What it turned out to be was The Home. So this film, oh my god. So what this is about is that Pete Davidson is a delinquent. He kind of gets in a lot of trouble. He is a run-in with the law. He gets arrested all the time. And so in order to get off on good behavior, he has to volunteer at this retirement home. And there are some creepy people at this retirement home. There's a creepy owner, some creepy old people here. There's maybe like one nice employee, but he can tell that something's off about this place. So the twist of this film is that everybody in the retirement home is like 1,000 years old. Like the owner, the employees, his parents, even because his parents secretly own the retirement home. They're all like 1,000 years old, and the reason why they're 1,000 years old is because every 1,000 people on Earth are born with this DNA inside of their eye that can give people eternal youth. So this whole thing of him being volunteered in this retirement home was a trick by his parents, so they can like get this DNA out of his eyeballs to make all these people have eternal youth.
Okay.
And let me tell you, it is the dumbest, funniest, most batshit insane film I have seen this year. Unironically funny. I'd say no. I take it back. Not as funny as World of Worlds. World of Worlds is a lot funnier. This one is just bad.
Yeah.
But my God, it's so funny. Pete Davidson is trying his damnedest to act, but that face he's making up there on that banner, that's like his face of the entire movie. Just a look of being confused. Like 99% of the movie, he's just looking confused. And there are just some like subversion of expectations of what the twist is revolving around this this retirement home, and like this red herring involving his parents, and apparently he had a younger brother that his parents killed to get like the DNA from his brother's eyeball or something like that. But the reason why it's so bad is because if you've ever seen the horror film Hereditary, this is like a beat for beat copy of Hereditary. Like, oh, there's a secret involving the parents. Oh, there's a secret involving this ancient cult ritual and whatnot. It's pretty much like, Mom, can we go watch Hereditary? No, we have Hereditary at home, and it's the home.
The home.
Like,
yeah, Pete Davidson needs to stick to comedy, I think.
Yeah, this is just not a good movie in the slightest. The only reason why it's above World of Worlds is because World of Worlds I can watch with my friends and have a good time. This one, you might have a good time watching this because of how bad it is, but man, it's just a really bad movie.
Oof, that is unfortunate.
Yeah.
Didn't think it was possible to trump War of the Worlds, but
Me neither. Me neither.
All right,
But
and
yeah, that is our best and worst of the year.
yeah, and now as we wrap up here with just some highlights. My third list is always, I like to do films that maybe weren't. I can't with a good confidence say it was like the best film, but films that I really enjoyed. So you'll see a couple repeats. This one, Pete Davidson, much more in his element in The Pickup.
Pete Davidson.
Yeah, much more in his element in a comedy. And Eddie Murphy's there too. And it's their job to like drive cash around to different banks and stuff. And they get like taken hostage or whatever by Keke Palmer. And if this movie was serious, I would say Keke Palmer can't pull off the whole like bad guy ringleader role, but you know, it's fine. It's not a serious film. Yeah, the story, no, not Oscar worthy. Not super deep, pretty predictable. But it was so damn funny. Eddie Murphy and Pete Davidson are so funny. Yeah, Keke Palmer can't act, but that's really the only reason to see it. This is a really funny movie. Even my mom, who doesn't like Pete Davidson, is laughing. So it's
okay.
It's definitely, it'd be an entertaining night if you throw this on.
All right, I'll put it on my list.
Yeah, I got mainly. Story not great, but quite funny. And I think, and we'll scroll through talk about some notable ones that we may have both seen. I definitely want to talk about Avatar too, because that didn't make either of my lists, as if you may have noticed.
I never saw Avatar actually.
You never saw it,
but I had plans. I didn't get to see it.
I gotcha. I really enjoyed Fantastic Four. As you may have assumed based on my Superman thoughts, I think it was the superior superhero film this year.
So we're polar opposite, because I did not enjoy this film. I did not like it.
It wasn't like perfect. There were some missteps. It's really tough for Marvel to get a really, really good one. Yeah, it's not great, but I do love the vibes of like old town, old time type deal. But its biggest issue, I think, is that the climax with Galactus is that there's really no fight with him, and they just kind of cheaply defeat him. And Silver Surfer,
they did my boys so dirty. They did Galactus so dirty in this movie.
They did, yeah. And Silver Surfer is barely in the end, and just comes out as like a bail get out of jail card, it's Julia Garner again, and she's fantastic, and she's a great surfer, but they underutilized her. Pedro doesn't really feel like Reed Richards. He's way too hot.
Yeah.
Reed Richards should not be hot, and Pedro Pascal is hot. John is cool. Yeah, I would have loved to see more Riz. I feel like they de-Rizified him, or at least toned it down a whole lot. And we didn't see much with the Thing and his love interest. I would have loved to see more of that. But other than that, I mean, I had a great time watching it. Oh, and the rousing speech that convinces the entire world not to hunt their baby. I thought that was a little cheap.
Yeah, that's dumb.
So yeah, dumb moments.
You talk about the bad speech in Superman, but yet we got this speech in this movie. Like
that was a bad speech too. I'll fully admit it. That I don't think that would have been enough to convince the entire planet.
No, not at all.
But I was entertained.
I thought this was just like. I didn't really feel anything watching this movie. Like, the casting was fine. The Thing was cool. It's just, I didn't care for the story. The one thing I did like, though, was the chase scene around the black hole. I thought that was really cool. Yeah. That was a pretty cool moment. But as a whole, it's whatever.
Yeah, it was visually pretty cool. They just didn't do as much with it as I would have hoped.
Yeah.
All right, my number 10 favorite, Happy Gilmore 2.
Bless your soul, you saw this shit? 3.5? What the fuck?
Now, the plot, I will not vouch for it. It's outlandish, but it was really funny. I think
I can't say anything because I have not seen this yet. So.
I mean, well, I think the people that if you don't like the humor, you have to like the humor. If you don't like the humor of the first film, you won't like the humor in the second. It's pretty much a lot of the same humor, but they make decisions where they make it more outlandish. They kill off his love interest that he ends the first film with. She's killed off as like a joke very early on, or in like a joking way, like she's hit with a golf ball or something, and that's what sends the family into like turmoil, and now he needs money again, so he's got to pick up golfing again. But I mean, they do their best to make it a legacy sequel. There's a lot of references to the first one in there, so you definitely should rewatch the first one before you see this if you want to get the most out of it. A lot of fun celebrity cameos. But yeah, so they killed the wife, and it's like, okay, I guess she didn't want to do it, but no, she's in the movie. The actress is in the movie, and you see her get hit with a golf ball.
Damn.
So it's like she was right there.
Yep. If you like this, and I'm pretty sure you'll really like the Naked Gun reboot.
Oh, good. Yeah, I do enjoy that kind of humor. And then it has Adam Sandler's daughter in it, of course. And she does fine. She's not the greatest actor in the world. It's clearly a bit of nepotism, but she's fine. It's fine. And it's very, very
Bunny's
funny.
in the movie.
Who?
Bad Bunny's in the movie.
Yes, Bad Bunny's in the movie. There's
incredible.
so many celebrity cameos. So many. And then we talked about the friendship movie. And then my 8, Flight Risk. I don't know if you saw this. It didn't get a lot of buzz.
No, but I heard really bad. Oh my god, a 1.9 and you rated it a 4. Man,
Listen.
I mean, I'm not making fun of your choices at all. I mean, more power to you for being able to stick through this stuff.
I don't think I'd seen a trailer before I went in. But yeah, it could have been like a really simple story. And I think, what is it? He's got a transfer of prisoner. That's right. Dude's about to snitch on the mob, and FBI needs to fly this dude from across Alaska or some shit. And Mark Wahlberg is the flight dude. He's doing the flight.
He's the pilot.
Yes, he's the pilot. The word was escaping me. And it's not like this story is super revolutionary or anything. And yeah, some eye-rolling moments. But and after you know what happens,
Mark Wahlberg bald in this movie?
yeah,
Did I
he's
see
got
that
a
correctly?
receding hairline.
Okay.
But Topher Grace, incredible actor. He makes the movie. And I think it could very easily not work, but because of the way that he acts, I mean, it was just so captivating for me that I had to rate it really high. And it's not like an atrocious plot. It could have been very, very generic, and if you had different actors, it could have been a lot worse. But yeah, essentially,
Well,
it was enough to captivate me, and I really enjoyed it.
you know what? More power to you.
Then we talked about
F1, we talked
these.
about Predator.
Did you ever see The Accountant 2? Did you see The Accountant 1?
I've seen the first one. The first one's pretty good. I like the first one.
First one's good. Second one is pretty good too. Yeah, not quite as high, but action incredible. Plot, not bad. I mean, these movies aren't known for their amazing plot, but it's definitely not nothing you could complain about. And yes, in this one, it takes their pauses from the action, and you actually see Ben Affleck and what's his name? Is his name
The Punisher.
Yes, Punisher. I'm forgetting the actor's name.
John something. John Burr
Shane.
something.
I think it's like. This is gonna drive me crazy. If I can look it up and spell.
Yeah, John Bernthal.
John Bernthal. No, Shane was his Walking Dead character.
Yeah.
John Bernthal and Ben Affleck, and you kind of see their bond as brothers, and that's explored a little more here. And I think it does the film a great bit of good. But yeah, I guess it wrapped up too quick. I don't remember it too much, but definitely an entertaining watch if you were to throw it on with action and all.
Yeah, I think my brother, he saw this one and he said that he enjoyed it quite a bit.
Yeah, 1,000% pretty enjoyable.
I did not see this one.
No, you didn't see it. Okay. You're skipping a lot of big names this year, Caleb, I'm noticing.
Yeah, I don't know, but I saw the trailer for this one and I went, nah, I'm good.
Okay. Now I don't put it on my best list, but it's my favorite entirely for personal reasons. I'm completely biased in favor of this film because the 2008 or 2009 Hulk.
Incredible Hulk, yeah.
Yeah, one of my favorite superhero movies ever. I love that movie. And they did
very
a tease.
underrated. I like that one.
Yes. And they did a tease at the end of that movie. And of course Disney bought Marvel right after, so you never found the payoff. But
Yeah.
but Caleb, They finally
Yeah.
continued the story that I've been
Really?
waiting so long for. The second I
Oh.
knew it, because if you remember the tease, is what's his face gets like a cut on his head, and Bruce Banner's blood falls in, right? That's the big
Yeah.
tease that he's gonna be. I honestly forgot his name. What's his face?
The colonel or whatever, like the soldier,
No, the who's the villain that he turns into now that he has blood in him? Bruce Banner's blood.
Abomination.
Yes, Abomination. I almost said Brain.
Yeah.
It's Abomination. So they teased Abomination back in 2008, and I did not expect that movie was going to be canon for this movie, until I saw like the actor appear on screen, and I was like, no freaking way they're doing it.
That was your Avengers Endgame, but when you're like throwing popcorn in the air, like you.
Yes. Oh, I was so thrilled. It didn't even matter what the rest of the plot was gonna be. I was so happy to see the story continued. 17 years for this villain to show up. So yeah, I'm super biased. As the plot goes itself was, okay.
It's just fan service for you. It doesn't matter if the movie's good or not. Your inner childhood was redeemed here.
Exactly. Total fan service. I don't think Falcon can really carry the film too well. Just as the characters, I'm not that interested in it.
How was Harrison Ford? Was he good?
I mean, he's a good good performer. He's probably one of the best performances in the whole movie. And they easily now that I'm saying this, I remember this one. It's like one of the very first lines that would have been so easy for them to rip off. I think they said, I can't remember it exactly, but what's her face? His daughter Betty. It's the same actor. They pulled the same actor back. So I'm getting all these characters from the original Incredible Hulk. Betty
this
comes
is your
back.
homecoming, dude. This is your No Way Home here.
It really is. Yeah, they said it in a way. I think Harrison Ford says at the beginning, he's like, "Did my daughter Betty call?" And I'm like, why did you say it that way? Because like nobody would say, "Did my daughter," name drop daughter call?
Yeah.
I'm like, all they had to do was say, "Did my daughter call?" And the other person could be like, "No, nothing from Betty, whoever her last name
Nothing
is.
from Betty,
no
yeah.
calls from her," or whatever. So I'm like, come on, guys. I remember that was the first thing that rubbed me the wrong way, and it just stuck in my mind.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess they didn't flesh out enough of the plot for me. And yeah, mind control, because Abomination does mind control, so they can kind of squeeze that in where they need it to. As the plot goes on its face, it's okay. Meh, very meh. Some
Okay,
decent
well-
action. But
again, this was your fan service. This was your inner childhood coming true on the big screen. So I can see why you like this one.
yes, man, I will never forget the moment when I see Abomination appear on screen and it's the same actor from the 2008 Hulk. I'm like, yes. Oh my gosh. It was incredible. And then Freakier Friday. I don't know if you ever saw it was not the original. It's like at the third reboot of it.
Yeah, I've seen the original 20 years ago, maybe on Disney Channel. I have not seen it in God knows how long.
Yeah, the one with Lindsay Lohan and Jamie Lee. Because there's 3 or 4.
Yeah, I've seen that one.
Yeah, I absolutely love the first one. One of my favorites. And they did a Mean Girls reference. I think they said October 3rd or something like that. So loved that bit. It wasn't as good as the first, but they hit all the charming points. It feels like it's a part of the universe, and the writers love the characters. But the script is kind of not there as much, because they throw in the daughter is now a single parent, but they don't really explain how or why. But she's just a single parent. It felt like if they just threw that in so that it could be like the original, where the other mom was a single parent, and now it's her turn to be a single parent. And yeah, and they just act like that's just like people. This is just a thing people do, are just single parents. When it's not exactly the majority, which it happens, but they make it seem like every other person down the street that's a parent is single. When it's probably not the case. Yeah, but it does pretty well, with all the charm and as the legacy of Freaky Friday. They have to change some stuff. I
heard good things about this one. Like, I didn't really have too much interest in seeing it, but from what I heard from one of my friends' mom is like, I guess you could say like a Disney adult, and she loved this movie. She had a great time watching it.
It's definitely a great time, and one of the stronger parts of the first one was those emotional moments, and I think it does these moments well too. And it even takes a minute. I love that it takes a minute, because Jamie Lee Curtis's husband, it was like the focal point of the first one is that Anna doesn't want Jamie Lee Curtis to get remarried to this dude. But of course, not much is focused on with the dude in the first one, understandably so. And he's kind of sort of kicked to the side in this one too, but the film kind of acknowledges it, and it takes a minute. And it actually gives him a minute to have a conversation with one of the main characters, and they're like, "We should check in with you," and they're like, "How are you doing, bro?" They didn't say bro, but talking to the husband, how are you doing? And it really just goes to show like how underrated like just a good husband, a good partner can be, because he's unsung, he doesn't get much screen time, but he is like the solid rock that keeps the family going, because without him, like the two, Anna and her mother, Jamie Lee Curtis, Lindsay Lohan, like they have all sorts of problems, but he's like that steady rock that's unwavering, that behind the scenes keeps them all afloat. So I like that they kind of acknowledge that a bit in the film, that he's constantly thrust into these drama and issues that the main two characters will throw at him, or will just plunge the family into, and he just takes the punches as they come and does his best to get everybody through it and solve it, which doesn't bring him a lot of glory, but he's very important, and I thought it was cool that they took a second to acknowledge it, the husband.
Plus, I see that there's a Mean Girls reference, so it's always a win in your book.
Of course, yes. How can you not? With Lindsay
Lohan.
I can't remember if the original came out before Mean Girls or not.
All right, let's talk about this one. I have thoughts.
Final Reckoning. What did you rate it? 3.5. I really enjoyed it. Oh,
well, buy tickets now. Look, you and I both know that we love Mission Impossible. We love this series so much. It's like one of the best series ever made. This one, though, I felt like they kind of dropped the ball a little bit. Like, there were so many elements of part one that I was so excited to like learn more about. Like the main villain with Gabriel and his ties in with Ethan, because they were like hinting at things with that in part one of Dead Reckoning. But they don't really do anything with it. They don't really like delve into what they were like building up to from part one.
Yeah, let's see. I do remember being very entertained by it. And isn't it like 3 hours?
Absolutely. The action is incredible. The action is phenomenal in the movie.
because I think it was pretty long, right? Yeah, it's like
Yeah, it was
almost
about
3
hours.
hours.
Yeah, it's a long one.
And you can tell that they're like, last one, we're going all in. So they go over the top with some of the sequences.
Yeah, like the submarine scene was amazing. The plane fight in the end was amazing.
Yeah. Although, I was like, I don't buy that Ethan swam to the top of the ocean from that
No, yeah,
sub.
that was a bit too
come on.
unrealistic.
But I mean, I liked the references that they put in from all the other movies. And that
Yeah,
cult,
like the guy from the first movie. That was awesome.
Yeah, really cool. And then there's the cult that they throw in, but they don't reference. I feel like they could have played a bigger role.
Yeah, when they were like referencing that, like in the very beginning of the movie, I'm like, oh man, I'm locked in. There are so many things that you can do with this premise here, but again, they don't really do much with it.
Yeah, I just
It's
love
good.
it.
It's a really good movie, but I feel like comparing it to part one of Dead Reckoning, I like that one a lot more than this part. But it's still a good send-off. It's still a pretty good movie.
Yeah, good send off. The biggest crime of this franchise is that they didn't have a double feature for this release.
Dude, we've been in the theater for like 6 hours, 7 hours if they had a double feature.
Okay, and when did we set in
Your
for
right
like
hand.
12 hours for Guardians of the Galaxy
When Guardians
triple
of the Galaxy,
feature?
hell yeah, we did. Hell yeah, we did. They really should have had a marathon for this. That would have been so cool.
Yeah, a marathon with every single movie.
I don't know, just part one in this. Though, I will say, my theater experience was a little bit hindered watching this movie because the dude next to me took off his shoes and it stunk so fucking bad. Like, it. Also, like in the very first like 3 minutes of the movie, these guys were getting into a fight because they like were in the wrong seats apparently. My whole theater experience was not great watching this.
Yeah, that it sounds like you. I'm surprised that happened at our local theater. The fight,
Yeah.
that's crazy. Well, you got to make sure you're in the right spot to see.
Yeah,
the
but
send
it
off.
was a good movie though. I really enjoyed it.
Okay, and then the last one I really wanted to talk about, and then we can talk about any of the others you wanted to mention before we wrap up. Oh yeah, it wouldn't be on your list because you didn't see it. But I think it is time to talk about the last big conversation I can foresee us having is on the third installment of the Avatar series. Why can't you type Avatar? You would expect the first 3 films to be the. There it is. Fire and Ash. Okay, so you didn't see it. I've yet to put in a review, but I did see it, and yeah, it's 4. Now I'll tell you, I'm coming at it. I love the first film. I think it's a masterpiece, and I really, really enjoyed the second film. So I'm a huge Avatar fan. Was totally down for all 5 of these movies to come out. Let's go. But this is the first film where I'm actually pretty disappointed. I didn't think it was going to play out that way. But, I mean, I saw the trailers for this. I was hyped because I'm like, we're getting finally the Fire Nation. We're coming in on the first look of, like, Na'vi on Na'vi battles. Because right now it's, humans versus Na'vi. But I think it adds a good complexity of the world of Pandora to be like, there's, indigenous people who, maybe aren't all about nature and are like a hostile force. And it starts off like the premise of the film was so good, and it could have been so strong, Caleb, because they're at the end. I don't know if you remember at the end of the second one, Jake's son, firstborn son, is killed. He
dies, right? Yeah.
Yes, he dies, and this third one picks up right where that leaves off. And both the mom and the dad go through these very understandable ways of coping with it, where the dad kind of turns away from their religion, Awa, and kind of takes the like, oh, what kind of loving God would let this happen to my kid sort of stance. So he steps away from it, and then the mom leans into it, being like, the only way I can ever see my son again is if I do believe this, because I have to, I believe he's, with the spirits, Awa in this case. And I feel like a lot of people who have children, or people who would have children that passed away in our religious, might experience some kind of the same revelations for different reasons, of course. But I thought that was going to be an interesting like way to explore it. And they sort of extend on that a bit when you introduce the fire tribe. Because interestingly, we see, and it was so interesting because for the first time we see Na'vi people who are anti-Awa. They hate it. They don't. It's because this tribe, their village burned or something, and they're like, Awa didn't save us then. So now they're like a super hostile tribe, and they go around like pillaging, and they'll like cut the braids off the Na'vi people because that's their connection to Awa or whatever. So very interesting, but they are not the focal point of the movie. It's the humans again. So I'm like,
really?
What?
We had 2 movies that focused on the villains already.
Yeah, I know. That's what makes it so disappointing, because the Fire and Ash tribe, they're essentially just recruited by the Colonel to help them track down Jake. So there's not much exploring, not much like we have to battle, another tribe now. How are we going to deal with that? Which would have been cool. But all it is they're just recruited to hunt down Jake, and they rehash the climax of the first film. It's the exact same. We need to rally the clans to fight the Sky People and restore the great balance. And can Awa help us and send animals to help us? Like it's pretty much the same thing. So I'm like, it was just a big missed opportunity. And visually it's incredible, and the lore is there.
It looked really pretty, so I assume it looks really nice.
Oh yeah, it looks incredible, and the lore is there. The narrative is there, Caleb, is the most infuriating part. They just didn't use it. Like, they introduce it and they don't use it.
So for me with Avatar, like I'm indifferent on the first one. Like, I think it's okay. The second one, though, I actually enjoyed a lot more than the first one. Like, understanding more of the lore of the Na'vi and all that, and also the Water Tribe was really cool, and like the whole story with the whales and all that. That stuff was cool. I think it's just mainly the villains that I wasn't mainly sold on, especially what's that kid's name? Spider. I thought he was a weird add-on into the story. Yeah. I don't know if he's in this film again, but he was kind of
my gosh, Caleb. In fact, he's a pivotal point because the company needs him alive. And so he's basically just used as like a human shield in some of the parts, and it just feels so cheap.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not like the biggest Avatar fan. I know that Avatar has like its cult following of fans. I just think it's good. Like, it's not my main cup of tea when it comes to like big franchises.
Okay, I think it gets so. My position on this, I think it's overhated, and I think the easiest way to tell is because the first Avatar movie has the exact same plot as a classic that everyone loves. Not Pocahontas. Dances with Wolves. It's basically the same plot as Dances with Wolves, which everybody loves.
Oh, that. Yeah,
but now this one is, of course, with sci-fi and cool stuff. So that's like, I think it does. I think it has a solid foundation from what it's taking inspiration from. And I'm just a huge sci-fi nut, a huge fan in general. So those things combined, that's why I absolutely love it, especially if you watch the extended versions.
Mm. Yeah, I'll give this a watch. I mean, I got really nothing going on like in the next couple weeks. I don't think there's like any like really big movies coming out, so I'll probably go out and see this.
Yeah. Um, yeah, I
Yeah,
think that is pretty much it. Yeah, it got about mostly
yeah,
four
I do
stars.
find it interesting. People, I believe there is like a consensus that this is the worst one so far, but
Mm-hmm.
not saying it's a bad movie, but this is like the first one that people are not as like hi ho about.
I gotcha. Um, yeah. Well, that pretty much does it for me. Is there
Mhm.
any other film you wanted to talk about? I know you.
Uh, well, I got a few on here. Let me see. Go back up a little bit. Let me see what we have here. Um, nothing really. Oh, I
It
guess
Part
I
Three.
guess it, yeah. Oh, scroll down a little bit. Go to Shelby Oaks. It's like lower. It's like near the bottom.
Oh. Oh, okay.
Okay, Shelby Oaks. So this is a interesting film that I like and hate. So there is a film critic that I've been watching on YouTube for years now, since like middle school, and he was like the biggest inspiration for me to make movie reviews on YouTube. And he came out with his first theatrical debut with this movie. Um, it's a horror film that is heavily inspired by films like The Blair Witch Project,
Oh,
and
is it found footage?
it yes and no. So the first 20 minutes are found footage, but then but then it like deviates to something different. Um,
Hmm.
I don't know. Like I could see the vision that he had here, but I could tell that there was like a lot of like budget constraints because it is like an independent film, but he did get funding from Kickstarter and some other third-party studios and all that. I just don't think he's good at writing his movies. I think he's good at directing his actors and everything, but writing, um, it's not great. The story is all over the place. The ending, some people might find it terrible. I found the ending to be interesting to say the least. There's kind of a twist in there
Hmm.
revolving like this demon that this lady's trying to find because this whole plot is this girl is trying to find her missing sister, and there are ties in with this demon that this sister believed to be haunted by like throughout her entire life. And then there's this twist revolving the demon and the missing sister, and I don't know, it goes too far in a few places, and I found it to be really disappointing. Personally, I almost put it on my worst of the year list,
Huh.
but I couldn't have the guts to do it because again it is a film made by someone that I looked up to and someone that inspired me to make my own stuff. So I see this more as a good starter to becoming like an actual director.
I got you.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like it averaged 3 on Letterboxd.
Yeah, I gave it like a three. Like realistically, I should give it like maybe a two and a half, maybe a two. But that one extra star is because it is directed by somebody that I do look up to.
I got you. Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah. Um, else can I talk about? I think there's something near the top that I want to talk about. Oh, did you see Eddington? Did you see that?
Paddington?
Eddington, a bit lower.
It
Lower.
sounds familiar.
It's under Thunderbolts, I think. I think it's under Thunderbolt. No, it's under
Oh,
F1. There it is.
no, I didn't see it.
Okay, yeah. So this one is pretty good. So this is a time capsule movie for sure because this film takes place entirely through 2020. So
Hmm.
it makes fun of the pandemic. It makes fun of like the what do you call it? The insurrection at the Capitol riots. Like it makes fun of all that stuff. But it's also a film that makes fun of both sides of the political spectrum. Like, you could say it makes fun of over the top liberals that don't really know what they're believing in. They're just kind of like following the crowds and whatnot. This is a very, very well written film that tackles both sides of the political spectrum. This was definitely a big surprise for me. And this is directed by the guy who made Hereditary, and he's mainly only directed horror films. This is his first non-horror film, and I found this to be pretty enjoyable. I definitely think that you would like this one.
Yeah, I think it got. Not, I thought it had got not good reviews, but it looks like a majority have rated it 4 stars on
Yeah,
Letterboxd.
don't think it got that good reviews on Rotten Tomatoes. I don't think, but yeah, 69,
Nice.
nice. But yeah, this one I think you would really enjoy.
Okay. Yeah. Looks pretty topical from what I saw in the trailer.
Hmm. But yeah, I think that's gonna about do it. I think we've pretty much tackled all of the stuff we really wanted to talk about.
Yeah. I wanted to see Wallace and Gromit, man.
It's
I don't know how
good.
it got away from me.
Did you see Grand Theft Hamlet?
No, I should have. Why didn't that
Have
make
you?
your best list, Caleb?
I don't know. It should have. Have you heard about this movie?
Yeah, they do Hamlet and Grand Theft Auto, right? Did it
Yeah,
even
yeah, but
release in theaters, or was it just like on YouTube?
no, it released in theaters, but it was a very limited release. It was like a 1 day event or something like that, and I got tickets for it because it looked cool.
Hell yeah, it did.
Uh, it's really enjoyable. It's more than just a retelling of Hamlet and Grand Theft Auto. It also tells the story about these two guys, Sam and Mark, who used to be like film directors and actors, and one used to be a theater performer, like on Broadway. But because of 2020 and the pandemic, they had no work. So this is what they did during the pandemic. They just made Hamlet and Grand Theft Auto. They hired people who played the game. They got like some people online like, hey, do you want to audition for our rendition of Hamlet? And they hired just random people to be in their play. And it's a really fun movie. In reality, it could have just easily been like a 45-minute YouTube video, but it was just it's what cinema's all about, dude. It's like people getting together, making a fun project. Like this was it's a fun movie.
It looks fun. Yeah. This needs to be streaming somewhere, surely.
I think it's on Mubi, whatever the heck Mubi is.
What? What is Guys, I need a Mubi subscription.
What is
right
Mubi?
now. What?
14.99 a month. Oh wait, you can do a free trial. Just do a free trial and watch it.
There you go. The films on this service can't be. Oh. Ah. Okay. I've never, ever, ever heard of
I
this.
mean, I know of Mubi because um, there's some like movies that I've seen in theaters where it's like produced by Mubi. So
Huh. The
The
Godfather's on
Godfather,
it.
you
We've
gotta
gotta
get a
get it.
subscription now, Chris. You gotta get it.
It's worth it. That's crazy.
Yeah, but that's a fun one. Definitely recommend that one.
Okay, this monkey movie, was that good? It looked ridiculous.
Yes, fine. Okay, look, I rated it. I did not put it on my best of the year list because it technically is a 2024 movie. This was released like in October of 2024, but this movie's a freaking masterpiece, dude. This is, in my opinion, the greatest biopic ever made. It is phenomenal. Like, this would have been like number 2 or number 3 on my top 10 of the year list. I adored this film so much. It's got great music. It's got beautiful visuals. There's like this 6-minute long one take scene musical sequence, and it's beautiful to watch. Oh, it's amazing. It's got a great story. The writing is fantastic. You care about Robbie Williams, who's a famous British singer. I had no idea who he was before I saw this movie. Now I'm a die-hard fan. This movie is fantastic.
Okay, so then why is he a monkey?
Okay, the reason why he's the monkey is because the director who made this film was like, I don't want to make just a regular biopic. So I want to have Robbie Williams as who he thinks his spirit animal is. And Robbie Williams was like, I'll be a lion. And the director was like, no, you're not a lion. And then Robbie Williams was like, well, how about a monkey? And then the director's like, we could do a monkey. So that's why he's a monkey.
Oh my gosh.
But no. Hear me out, Chris. It's fantastic. Please hear me out on this one. It's so good.
All right, if you insist.
I listen to like some of the songs in the soundtrack like every week. It's so good. Oh, I love this movie.
Alrighty. Well, hear that, guys. Monkey movie is the one to go see.
Yeah.
Other than the monkey.
Other than the monkey. Go see Better Man and not the monkey.
Okay. I think we pretty much covered everything I wanted to. Are you about good?
I'm good, man. This was fantastic. This is a really fun stream.
That was great. I look forward to this stream every year, Caleb. Fantastic.
So do I. It's my favorite thing to do, like during the Nutcrackening. This is like my favorite part of it.
Yes, I know. I think it's a lot of. It might be like one of our most watched. Usually one of our more watched streams, unless of course you play Five Nights at Freddy's. Apparently.
Apparently, my stream got us big numbers. Apparently.
I guess we'll have to continue that trend.
Yeah.
We'll have to play Returnal some more. Do you want to play Returnal next week? I know it's not Nutcrackening anymore, but I just want to beat the game.
No, I'd still be down. We can still play it, yeah.
Sick. Awesome. I think I might be off on one of these Mondays. I'll let you know. But I think tomorrow, what do we have coming up for tomorrow? New Year's Eve stream.
New Year's Eve stream, which I'm not sure if that is like something Harrison's gonna set up over at his house while we celebrate New Year's Eve, or it's gonna be.
He might be doing one earlier in the day, if he's off.
Maybe. Here, let me look at the schedule real quick and see if it says on there. Let's see. December 31st or December 30th. Looks like he's gonna be doing the finals.
Okay, final stream to wrap up the year. I think that's the final day of the Nutcrackening, isn't it?
Indeed it is, my friend. It is the final day.
Alrighty, guys. Thank you for joining us, not just today, but the past 30 days. And we'll see if we can do some more streams intermittently in the year. But at the very least, we will see you next December. Please join us for our final stream of the finals. Very, very fitting. And join us next year for another great year movies, year in review. We always have a fantastic time, Caleb. I cannot wait.
Before we go, Chris, what is your most anticipated film for next year?
Is Avatar 4 coming out?
I don't think so.
Well, Doomsday is coming out, right?
Doomsday. I was gonna say The Odyssey by Christopher Nolan. That's my most anticipated next year.
You know, it's hard for me to get excited because the subject matter of pretty much all of Christopher Nolan's films is like so boring, but the films they're so good. So I'm like, I know it's going to be a good experience. But yeah, I mean, it's hard for me to be like, let's go Odyssey times. Like, but it's going to be great. Right. I know it's going to be great. Oh, the Avatar movie is coming out next year too. So maybe that'll be one of my top.
Maybe.
Hopefully. Mario Galaxy, miss me with that. Should have just ended it. Scream 7. How do you keep making more?
I don't know, man. I've only seen the first two.
First one's really good. Toy Story 5.
Eh,
I don't. It'll probably be okay. But I don't know. The narratively,
Maybe.
that's completely mined out to me, I think, at this point.
yeah.
Shrek 5.
Well, we'll have.
That is
Yes!
my most
Cinema!
anticipated film of the entire year. Is Shrek 5 with
Tell you what,
Zendaya.
we're gonna stream our review of Shrek 5. We're gonna stream it.
We're just gonna stream the movie. Yes.
Yeah.
Street Fighter movies coming out. We saw the trailer at the Game Awards. Looks okay.
Looks fine.
Ice Age. No, that's 2027. New Ice Age. How are they still making new Ice Ages?
They need money.
Mandalorian
They're broke.
movie. Okay, that's gonna be pretty anticipated. Don't know if it'll be good because the fourth season was not good.
Yeah, no.
Dune 3, Caleb. How could you not have said Dune 3?
Dune 3's coming out next year. What?
Yeah.
All right, that is my most anticipated next year.
We could just make your list right now, I think.
I'm making it right now.
Yes. Oh, Angry Birds 3. Never mind. Dune doesn't stand a chance.
Oh, sorry, Dune. Angry Birds takes it.
All right. I think that is about it. Yep. That's about it of all the most anticipated. So yeah, we'll it'll be interesting to look back and see which of the ones that we named made it onto the lists. But yeah, join us back again next year and tomorrow.